What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Lazy Sunday Out of the Basement stream. I'm Nate, joined with Justin.
Sup, guys?
And today, making his triumphant return, we've got Mike.
That's me.
It's Mike Kaess.
That's you.
I'm here. I'm the guy.
Third time? Fourth time?
Third.
Time?
I think it's my third time.
Third time on the stream. We're happy to have you back. As
Third,
always, Mike.
third of many.
Yes. Yes. There's so many collaborations going on these days.
That's true.
I love it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. We're happy to see everyone already showing up super early in the chat here. We've got plenty to discuss today. We've got a little update on some Walmart pre-orders. We've got a Wave 33 sighting to discuss. We're also going to be doing recent pickups and talking about Kenobi as well. So you know this is going to be a packed show.
True.
As always, let's start out by saying what's up to everyone in the chat. We've already got a lot of people in here today. So first things first, we've got we're doing it at the same time. We've got Tom, the Perceptor. Hello, Nate and Justin.
Yes.
Welcome, all Sunday Slackers. Let's
Smash that like button. Smash
hit
it.
that like button. Hit that like button, and welcome to Mike.
Nate, you want to do it since you're the one saying it? Should we just do that now?
Yeah,
All
I can do it. We got Gyros, Lazy Father's Day, working on my customs. Yeah, happy Father's Day to all the
True.
dads out there. Shout out to all the dads. Hopefully you're spending time with the fam, or maybe got a cool new belt, maybe a pair of socks,
A tie.
Or the Target Clone Wars figures that were supposed to be in the Father's Day section of Walmart. Remember that whole thing?
Yeah, that is true. The old Father's Day display. We've got Wayne Duckett in here. Evening to you, good fellow. Leonard is in here, and we got Billy S. as always, watching with pizza and beer in hand. That sounds like a great
What
Sunday.
time is it there?
Hey, if it's 1 o'clock here, you know
That's true.
we're ready.
It's
to
only
roll.
11 o'clock here in real person land in the real time zone.
in the superior time zone.
That's right. The superior Pacific America time zone.
Yeah. The problem for us too is if you go like an hour in any direction from where we are, it's no longer Central Time, so it gets really confusing.
It's like a little slice, like a slice
we're
of-
only central because we commute to Chicago for work. Like our area commutes to Chicago, so like we're just this like weird little like slice.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Central Indiana, Central Time Indiana. Sir Pounce is here as well. Hello, everyone. Just ordered.
You guys, you're getting a
all three
geography
of the
lesson
phones.
here on Sunday morning. I appreciate this.
You thought it was just going to be about figures, but turns out
No.
it's actually going to be about geography. Master,
Can we go over
Red-
airport codes next?
Yeah, we will.
All
And
right.
we've got the drag race going on Justin Street. A lot of people don't know Justin actually lives on a racetrack right next door to it. So.
Yes.
But what's up, Master Razzie? It's nice to see you in here, buddy. We got David
I feel like
Edge
Justin,
as
I feel
well.
like you need a race car bed, bro. You need a race car bed.
I'll get on it. I'll get on it.
That'd be sick. You think they make like a queen size race car bed?
California King race car bed. Come on.
Yeah. It specifically has to be Lightning McQueen as well.
Yeah,
because why
100%. Yeah, why?
Ka-chow.
not? We got Darth Educator in here as well. Happy Father's Day to you. And thank you for joining us today, Dan. And we've got Troy Dodson, Brian Myers, Mark K,
Mark.
Jonathan Anderson. What a week to be a Black Series collector, as always.
That's
as
true.
always.
Yeah.
Not
Jank
the
Cat-
worst possible scenario. I just want to get that out of the way. It's
No,
not the
true.
worst
No.
possible thing that we've experienced.
There have been worse times.
Yeah.
There definitely have been. What's up, Dank Ches? Nice to see you.
What up, Dank?
We got Jacko3770 in the chat as well. Ivan Gambino is here. Daniel Hayner, how's it going? It's been a while since you caught a live stream. Well, we're happy to have you back. Thanks for joining us today, Daniel. Got Not Obi-Wan in here, and Dawn K as well.
Hey, Don.
Paul Morales, Psycho Emerald. I made it this week. It's awesome that Mike is a guest. Nice.
It
Been
is
listening
awesome.
to
Yeah, we love him.
They've been listening to Black Series Cantina nonstop.
Fun fact,
Non-stop.
on the next episode, we're going to have some very special guests.
Could
It's,
it
no,
be-
it's not you guys. We actually
Yeah,
we
you're
bumped you. Yeah, we bumped you.
Damn.
we had to delete the episode. It was
That's
too spicy for the
Spicy.
internet. JNS, how's it going? Nice to see you in the stream as well. And Shep is here, pulled an all-nighter again. You are going crazy. 2 weeks in a row, Shep.
That's
we appreciate
crazy.
you, though. We appreciate the dedication. Let's see. Titter is here as well. What's up, Titter? We got CT41. Lukeness Monster is in here as well. What's up?
Yo. Fives?
Fives? No. Soup Dragon, good evening to you over there across the pond. We got Emmanuel L in here as well. Nathan Woodard. David Clank making a nice appearance here.
David.
Let's see. We've
He's a
got
clanker.
We've got 2 Davids so far. Can we get the ultimate David party going? We need
Dave Fecta.
we need our
Yeah.
other Daves to show up here. Bring them in. Mike Chu, how's it going? SoCal
up, Mike Chu?
in the house.
That's right.
Bodie Collection. Hey, what's up, Bodie? 90s Nerd Life making an appearance. What's up, 90s Nerd
Dang,
Life?
we already have 120 people in here.
Woo!
That's
Thank
sick.
you so much.
I like that.
Smash like, please. Smash
Yeah,
like.
if
for
this
the
doesn't
comments.
have 120 likes, we're doing something wrong.
Yeah, you gotta hit that like button. Mark Hauser, how's it going? Happy Father's Day to you.
In fact, I'm going to go log in just so I can like it right now.
Do it. We got
Yeah,
Brandon
stay on that
Apprentice
like.
Ewok in here as well. Britain Toyland, what's up, Brittany? And we got Chip making an appearance here as well. What's up, Chip? Nice to see you, buddy.
White Shadow.
There's a
Fractured
Taco
Fet.
Bell ad.
Ooh, Taco Bell sounds so good.
Yeah, you
I
guys are
almost
getting
got-
Taco Bell
Yeah,
ads running in front of you.
we only
You're doing
get
something
choice
right.
ads.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
Out
doing
of
something
the
right if
basement.
you're getting Taco Bell ads run in front of your
We
live
get-
streams there.
We got that Taco Bell money.
That's right.
Noah LAT, how's it going, buddy? Nice to see you.
Get your beefy 5-layer burrito.
Yeah. Use code out of the basement for a free Baja Blast.
I'm gonna try that, and if it doesn't work, I'm gonna sue
Dude.
you.
Dude, let's
Damn
get
it.
an exclusive Black Series to Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Right?
Be an
Why
out of the
not?
basement promo crossover.
They could
Like
be in that new fancy Taco Bell, the automated one.
Yeah, like the one that looks like a bank.
The demolition
I'm-
man Taco Bell.
I miss when fast food places used to have really stupid novelty items that you could buy from them. Like, remember back in the day, like Burger King had those epic Lord of the Rings cups that like
Yeah.
lit up. You like
Of
put them on an
course,
LED base. I miss those. Those were good
Mhm.
times. Tony Marvel Legends fanatic, thank you for joining us once again. Purge Trooper Walmart exclusive. Yep, it's definitely could be better. It could be better. Sir Halagad is here as well. We also got Axel.
Oh my god.
Landspeeder
Let's be the
Luke
Luke.
just dropped a piping hot video that I watched right before the
right.
stream of some custom Max Rebo band Black Series scale.
Dude, you know I was all
Figured.
over that.
Yeah, I saw
I was like,
the paint
Hmm.
app, the paint details that the other person whose name escapes me at the moment. I'm sorry, but they painted them and it just looked absolutely fantastic.
yeah, Luke just hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube too. So
True.
So fast, you're doing
Luke.
it, buddy.
We
Got
got
that 10K before you know it.
yep, not Obi-Wan.
not
here as
before
well.
us.
We got Ricardo in here as well. Am I late? No, you're not. We are just getting started here, Ricardo. We are just getting started. And let's see here. We're just over.
Hey,
the
we got
10
Yak Face in here.
Ooh. we
What?
got-
And yeah, I was gonna say that one's in Minnesota. Sorry,
it
another
really?
drag
Oh,
race is
man.
happening. Yeah, because the majority of my family is in Minnesota, and I totally want to go visit them and be like, can we just go to this Taco Bell real quick? So I
Let's
want to
do it.
see it. I want to see the
Right.
bank.
Let's see there. We got Fig Fury in
Big
here
Fury
as well.
79.
Oh, we're at 10 minutes, Nate. We're at 10
Chat
minutes.
refreshed. I know.
We're at 10 minutes.
I know. We're cutting it off here. Thanks for everyone for joining us. We are going to jump into the actual stream itself. We appreciate each and every one of you for
Yep.
joining us today. But yeah, it's just getting to the point where we're having so many people in the stream that saying what's up to everyone is literally taking up like
Wow,
whole
Nate,
time,
check your
yeah.
ego.
yeah,
Check your ego.
No, we're happy to have
Yeah,
everyone
Brandon.
in here, but we're going to go ahead and let's get into the actual stream itself. And Mike, let's start it off. For people who are unfamiliar with you, can you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do, and if you're single or married or available?
Super married.
Yeah.
Super duper married. So, all the single ladies, and you know what? One of the weirdest and most interesting things about doing YouTube videos is when I started getting comments from dudes about how good I looked, and I was like, "This is really flattering. I really enjoy this. Like, it's nice."
Right.
But happily married to my wife, so that's fine. Yeah. So I used to do a lot of YouTube videos and Black Series reviews. But I've been in about a funk for like the last month, and I've just not wanted to do any. I am writing I'm writing a review on all of the Bad Batch figures. Just to give you an update, it's at 3,187 words, and I've only talked about Hunter so far.
Oh man.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a long one. You know what happened was I got really into watching Tim Rogers reviews, actionbutton.com video game reviews. He did a 8-hour Cyberpunk 2077 review, and I'm like, what? How did I watch all of this? Like, how did I watch all of this? And I did, and I loved it. And I'm like, I'm going to try to do something like that. So I'm just fleshing every avenue I can out. Anyways, I also do a podcast, as you can see right there. Cantina, Black Series Cantina. Yeah. We just posted our newest episode yesterday. Yeah, we're at 366 down. I haven't checked. So this is like, I'm looking at it live. But if you scroll down a little bit, if you scroll down just a scotch, I went to Star Wars Celebration. Keep going.
True.
Keep going. Boom, 1348. That's our highest. I don't know if that's good podcast numbers. I actually have no idea if that's any good. I know if those are
let's
YouTube
check
numbers.
let's check a more important. What do we got?
No. Yeah. So actually, that's one of the reasons why we want to have you on again, to see if we can beat it. This is kind of like leapfrog.
Right.
Oh, I'm down.
Keep the bar going.
Yeah.
We're down.
So I do that with my buddy Zach, who is at the Star Wars Black Series on Instagram. So he's been on here too. You guys know who he is. He's like a stranger.
Yeah, he's been on here 3 times as well.
So now we're tied.
Yeah.
Zach had the honor of being a co-host of Figure It Out.
That's right.
That is true. That's
something I haven't done, and I'm a little mad, jealous. I don't know.
Well, it was an emergency because it was all those celebration reveals.
Do you know who I am? Do you know who I am?
It's Mike.
You know, it's weird. When I went to Celebration, there were people that I didn't know would know who I am. Like Robo knew who I was. The guy, Eddie from Dorkside Toys, knew who I was. Jake from Forlom to Zuckus knew who I was. Like, I was expecting to have to introduce myself because, like, I'm just a dude. So that was fun to have people know, like, oh, you're Mike Kaess. I'm like, oh yeah, I am. That's true.
That is true.
Yeah,
that's true. I like that.
Yeah.
Nice.
You're just Mike. You're just a normal guy, just like us. You're not
a. Put my pants on 3 legs at a time, just like everybody else.
Yeah, and we're shill tubers.
100%.
Yeah, shill squad.
We're the shills that don't get the cool boxes from Hasbro.
Yeah. That was the name. That was going to be the name, wasn't it? Shill Squad. We were going to name this episode. I love that.
I'm cool with that. Shill Squad.
Yep.
Especially Nate. He just blindly consumes everything, and he loves everything.
Nate, could you just not like everything, Nate? Could you just tone it down and hate something?
I will. You know, I do have an episode 3 Obi-Wan review coming out soon, and I don't like that figure, so maybe that person will be surprised. But yeah, I mean, it's just like, come on, to me, most action figures are pretty good. I can usually find something to like about almost every single action figure I own. In high school, in middle school, 95,
when Power of the Force 2 came out, like those figures are objectively not good, but I loved every one. I loved my buff Luke Skywalker that did not resemble Mark Hamill even a little bit. Even the retro figures, like even if you squint, none of those look like, even the non-face characters don't look like the people in the movie. And everyone was okay with it. Like now they're like, well, I don't know, he's got one extra wire here, and that wire shouldn't be there because they got the concept art instead of the actual on-screen used model, and now I don't like it. Everything is awful. Ruined my childhood.
Gotta play the report of the week clip. My anger is immeasurable and my day is ruined, or whatever he says. But yeah, that was funny. But those comments always,
it's just interesting how things have changed.
Yeah,
you know?
Right. Especially when most figures these days are so accurate, it's unbelievable to even what we were getting like 5-10 years ago. So
yeah, the faces are nuts.
Just to show like where we've jumped from to where we are now in like the span of 10 years or so. It's crazy. It's like, do you remember the old figures before, like,
with the exception of that episode 3 Obi-Wan? Why is he so blonde? Obi-Wan was never that blonde.
That's
he's like Luke Skywalker blonde.
Besides the peanut head, that is probably one of my largest criticisms of that figure, because Justin loaned me the original figure that he has, and
that cursed figure.
And
it's so bad.
And in my review, I'm like, I got to give it to the old Obi-Wan figure. At least the hair color is more accurate, and is still more accurate.
Yeah.
They just made that Obi-Wan so blonde for no reason.
Yeah. It was an interesting choice, but you know what? Like we said, it's a toy. Like, you still know who he is.
Yep. And I didn't have.
Oh, we got naked F Tinder. Oh yeah.
We are
guys.
Cheaper.
Sorry guys, I'm clicking on that link. See ya.
Yeah, Mike has left the stream. Yeah, is that your drink, your choice? Coke.
Oh, for today? Yeah, I'm drinking a Coke. I'm doing intermittent fasting, and today is my splurge day. So I'm enjoying a carbonated, caffeinated, and caloric drink for so something I deny myself most days. So it's just kind of fun.
One of my big goals for Out of the Basement is to get officially sponsored by Vitamin Water.
Vitamin
Zero
Water?
Sugar.
Wasn't that 50 cents? Wasn't he the one that started that?
I don't know, but I'm gonna take it over.
Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna
be official sponsors.
We're gonna be like those streamers that conveniently always have like a large fridge of one drink behind them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be Vitamin Water. We're aiming.
Did you try that? Did you try that Star Wars energy drink that they came out with when one of the movies came out?
No.
It was awful. It was terrible.
Who made it?
I don't remember. Satan.
Satan. It's always a good choice. The devil.
Yeah, I got no idea. It was awful.
What's up, Obi-Sean Kenobi? Thanks for joining us. All right, let's Oh, hey Hunter. What's up? So you didn't miss anything really. We're just doing a little introductory, a little banter. We always got to get that banter in with Mike. We love him. We love him. But let's set the tone. Let's set the mood. So, June, December. Let's see here. What day was it? June 16th, Thursday. The Walmart pre-orders were supposed to go up.
Yeah.
And what happened? They didn't
Tala
go
went up. Tala went up.
Tala did go up. The non-exclusive items did go up.
Yeah.
But in classic Walmart fashion, the 1 Jack, 1 JAC, and the Phase 2 Purge Trooper did not go up. Thursday.
Can we decide an official thing to call that guy? Because I keep doing that too. Can we just call him 1 Jack or 1 JAC? Because I'm tired of saying both. Just for the people that are like, oh, actually, he's a droid.
Yeah,
so it's
because I know,
yeah.
Like Dan at Toy Galaxy says 4 LOM, and I've just never called it 4 LOM. But I guess they are all capital letters.
Yes, they are.
So I guess you're supposed to enunciate it.
I will say I also say AT instead of at. So I'm guilty of that as well. So
because it's an all-terrain armored transport, so it is an acronym.
You don't say at, but I do say TIE fighter instead of TIE fighter. So
where's the line?
Where is the line? If it spells I think the line is if it spells like an easily pronounceable word, like for lam. Because you wouldn't say like.
So I should start saying at is what you're saying.
God, the bots are back again.
I got it.
Yeah, but so in a nutshell, the Purge Trooper and One Jack did not go up, the Walmart exclusives, and we're having a heck of a time in the Discord. Everyone was freaking out. I was sitting there just spamming that Yakface link tree because that's what I do
all day.
Is the link tree from yakface.com.
If Jason's still here, good.
Thank you.
Thank
you for all you do.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
And it just never happened. And hours went by, and they just never went up. But we actually have an update, or like they adjusted their article. So let's take a look at this. This is the Obi-Wan Wednesday. Let me uncover Mike there. This is the Obi-Wan Wednesday page here for the reveals, and they changed it.
Yeah.
And now they put parentheses. Pre-orders begin Thursday, July 21st at 7 a.m. Pacific time.
That's still a month away. More
than a month away, so that's rather like surprising. And it was officially supposed to be the Thursday at June 16th because this used to say pre-orders go up tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern or whatever it was.
Yep.
So I
remember. I saw it. I seen it.
Yeah. So it is delayed more than a whole month for some reason. What do you guys think?
Obviously, it was frustrating trying to pre-order these figures, and then as the workday was going on, you get busier and busier after that period of time. So for me, it was like I'm gonna miss my shot with these figures.
Yep.
So I was actually quite annoyed that they didn't go up right away, but thankfully they just didn't put them up later on in the same day. I'm glad that we actually have a moment to prepare once again, even though an entire month delay seems insane to me.
You don't have to do that.
I want to see your face. The people need to see your face.
It's fine. Yeah.
I'm gonna put you up here now.
Yeah. Oh my god.
See, I'm in charge now, Mike. I'm in charge.
You're gonna make my head too big, guys. Come on.
All right, down you go.
Dude, there you go.
Thank you. Just keep switching it the whole time. Just don't stop. Just keep switching.
It's just a roulette, but yeah, I'm at least thankful that we have time to prepare again. However, the earlier time frame, not good, because most of us are going to be at work, and I don't work in front of a computer, so I can't really have this like locked and loaded, ready to go.
Well, it's 7 a.m. Pacific though, so that's like 10 your time.
Yeah, but that's pretty much the middle.
That's
of my
what
work
time.
day.
That's what time they go live for me normally, and I usually have to. Well, I work from home, so my boss doesn't give a crap whatsoever what I do if I'm pre-ordering figures or not.
Yeah, I'm in the most advantageous position. Well, besides Mike, because you work from home, but at my office, I have like dual monitors, and it's like I'll never get flagged or like get any flack for going on like pre-ordering something. Like I'm still doing my work, and then I'm like refreshing impulsively on.
Oh, you don't do it from your phone?
Monitor. No, I'm a desktop boy. I find that the glitches, especially like the in-cart glitches and then out-of-cart thing, in my experience, that just happens more on mobile. And it's like the websites are optimized in the first place to run on desktop anyway, and they're kind of just like a lot of them are just like ported over to mobile. Like in my experience. Yeah, go ahead.
The secret to Walmart is you have to put it in a list. And because this is how I got my PS5, is you put the item in a list, and then from the list you can just click on add to cart. And if you're having trouble with it, you spam it until it goes in the cart. Yep. That's way easier than going to the page and trying to add it from the cart in that page. That's a pro tip for for everyone watching this. I learned that from some guy who was giving pro tips on how to buy a PS5, and it works just as well for Black Series figures.
Yeah, that's literally how I've snagged every single recent Walmart exclusive, is adding it to my list and then just periodically checking over and over and over and over and over again, endlessly, day after day after day. And eventually it'll say add to cart.
Yep.
Yeah. What's up, Randy? Yeah, this was a night. We haven't had a drop like this. Well, the drop never happened, so that's why this is kind of unique.
We still haven't had a drop like this.
So
even last time this happened with the Tython Ruins Boba Fett,
yeah,
that at least was like, okay, just kidding, not today, just it's tomorrow. And I was kind of expecting that to happen again this time, where it's like a day delayed or whatever. But for me, that came out, it was Thursday, and the new Ninja Turtles game just dropped, and I had work. So instead of working, I'm refreshing that, and instead of playing my Ninja Turtles game, I'm refreshing the Yak Face link tree constantly. By the way, support that guy on Patreon or donate. Just give him some money. He deserves it. I'm just saying.
Click them links. Use those affiliate links.
Link
too.
the clicks. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Hey, but I will say my pre-order for my TVC Darth Vader went nice and smooth.
Yeah.
Of course. Stupid TVC Vader. That's way better than the Black Series Vader. We talked about that on the
it's not even. It's not even funny.
It's not even close.
He gets alternate hands. Like, are you kidding
me? And the saber.
I mean,
I
I'm excited.
love alternate hilt.
I'm so excited for this figure. I'm at least for now, I'm passing on the Black Series Obi-Wan Kenobi Vader figure.
It's like, because we already have it, essentially.
Right. Unless I see some reviews and there's something about it that draws me to it. But for now, I'm passing on it. But when I saw that TVC Vader, I was like, oh, man. Like, this thing looks perfect. It's a brand new mold, alternate hands, unignited lightsaber hilt with an ignited lightsaber as well. I think Black Series should shift to that, because I agree. I am getting really sick and tired. Actually, when I just came home from work the other day, my Kenner Obi-Wan took a shelf dive and the lightsaber has snapped. And it's
oh no.
Yeah, and that's not a figure that's easily replaceable.
No, it's also a unique saber color too, because it's like that bright white, like creamy white or whatever.
Yeah,
like light blue.
I was like, I hate this, and most likely, I mean, it could still happen if it's all one piece, but I feel like the chances are slightly less, because you don't have
because it's a weak spot right there. That little nubbin.
Yeah.
That super tiny peg just betrays you. So
plus that means that if they do the two different sabers, you can have a clean saber without like any kind of attachment, like no nubbin or anything, and then you can have a separate hilt with the nubbin or whatever, Yeah. So that makes a lot more sense. I actually talked with Eric about that at Star Wars Celebration from the Black Series team, and I'm like, dude, I've got so many like broken saber hilts and stuff. We need like an accessory pack with replacement sabers in it. Like, you just toss a bunch of sabers in a box, sell it to me for $20. Like, it's worth it.
Yeah, that was crazy. When I was listening to that episode of the Black Series Cantina, and you were going through the questions and answers that you got from Eric, I was like actually kind of shocked when you asked him about the accessory packs, and he was like, that it is something we want to do. It's just, keeps getting delayed or pushed back or whatever. And I was just
denied by corporate suits.
I'm just like, because that's something literally every Black Series collector has asked for years. Just do a robe pack. Just do some sabers, do some blasters, like get some of the, because, we're still missing a few blasters that have never been made in the Black Series, like the clone rotating cannon or the
rocket launcher.
Yeah, the rocket launchers. The Stormtrooper weapon that is like a little bit longer, but it's not like the one we normally get. I can't think of it off the top of my head. It came with the SH Figure Arts Stormtrooper, and that's another weapon we don't have in the line. So I think that would be like super, Just makes perfect sense in my mind. Do
Agreed.
a prequel pack, do an OT pack, do a sequel trilogy pack, do a Clone Wars pack.
Yeah. And they can even like put all the paint and stuff on them. Like, because it's just the weapons. You don't have to worry about anything else. Like
exactly.
Holonet 1, the tall body is new.
Yep,
100%
brand new. Also, got to say, Sidwise, thank you for becoming a channel member.
I think that's Sideways.
Sidewise, Sidwise.
Sidways.
But thank you so much for joining the channel membership. If you, anyone out there watching, would like to become a channel member, we do have a channel membership for 99 cents a month. You get some custom emojis and a Clone Trooper name badge that changes.
And Justin
based on
sends you
how
feet
long.
pics.
He does.
Yeah, I do.
It gives you access. It gives you access to the Out of the Basement OnlyFans as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, there's a link in the description if you don't see the join button next to the subscribe button. No pressure to become a channel member.
But we are doing giveaways at 10K, so
yeah.
Channel members will get first dibs for the prizes and stuff. So obviously, it's the greatest thing ever, and you should sign up for it.
Yeah, and we are dangerously close to 10K as well.
Super close.
Current subscriber count right now. Let me see.
Yeah, I like to bring up the live. That's my favorite little bit.
What do we got here?
90 away.
Hey.
We need 90 more subscribers. Let me just...
Would it help if I got out and pushed?
Allow me to perhaps tilt the scale on what are some of the possible prizes here.
As far as I know, this is like super accurate. Like there's only like a few seconds delay. Oh! What is he doing?
Look at that. What
was that?
That's crazy.
Wait, what was that?
That's crazy talk.
Hey!
What?
Maybe... well,
really? Some of you guys are watching not subbed? What are you guys doing? Look at this.
Okay, now
what are we doing here?
Oh, look at that. We already got four subscribers.
Hawk is going to be an opener because Zavi destroyed this packaging here, but...
Oh,
how the
is
hell
that
do
what
I
you
go
did
back?
too?
There we go.
There you go. Did you get a Zavi order and a regular in-store order?
Look at this.
That's what I did too.
There's people.
So I have extras of those to give away on my channel, but this is
Nice.
not. I'm not going to do that here. That's not the place for it. So
Yeah, the only one they canceled my Echo. They canceled the Echo Zavi did, but yeah. So those are going to be giveaway prizes for. Look at that!
What are you doing to me? What are you doing to me? Come on! What are you showing me?
Those are just some of the prizes. We have more prizes as well, but those are just some of the things that we will be giving away this time around. So
yeah, we kind of went hard.
unsub.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Yeah, we kind of went hard just because it's. And no. Who said that? No, we're gonna do. It's a celebratory 10K thing. Like, you don't have to be a channel member. We're gonna do giveaways for just regular the 10,000 subscribers. But we're also gonna have 2 like channel member giveaways in the Wheel of Death. But the channel members will have first dibs on what prize they get. That'll be kind of the,
Yeah.
We did a Wheel of Death giveaway on the last episode, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, those are super fun.
Yeah.
Oh, 9:17. Let's go. Let's hit 10K on stream. We're probably gonna not be live. I feel like when we hit it. I feel like it'd be cool
if they
we
do
hit
it on stream, I will take off my shirt.
Whoa.
That's
You heard
actually
it
that's
here
gonna
first.
make people unsubscribe.
I don't think so.
Well, that's like a running gag on your channel. Like when you get
It
a
is.
T-shirt. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I know. Also, Vader X Bricks, thank you so much for the channel support, my friend. $4.99 super chat. Thank you. Supporting a great community / channel. Also, thoughts on the new Lego ATTE, Justin?
At 8 to 8.
Yeah, what is that? All-terrain.
Ricardo, new member. Look at that right there. Boom.
What does the TE stand for?
But tournament edition.
Yes. I feel like I should know that.
Terrain.
Because I know ATRT is like
All-terrain.
recon transport. ATST is all-terrain.
All-terrain, terrain, earth.
Terrain entertainment.
Terrain entertainment.
Yeah.
Expression.
No, it looks amazing. That's one of my favorite clone trooper
does look good.
vehicles.
Yeah, I don't even care about
you know,
Lego.
it comes with Commander Cody, which is super cool. I know that's like, I'm not super big into Lego, but I know that's like a very, like, people are super critical, like, give me Cody!
Yeah.
People have been asking for Cody.
That's not true. I love Lego.
It's all-terrain tactical enforcer.
There you go.
Okay. I kind of like that
Wikipedia for the win right there. Am I right?
Yep,
Yeah.
that was a Google right there.
name. Yep. And then, of course, we do have a new channel member, so thank you so much. Because the two goals were 10K subscribers and then 150 channel members, and we have surpassed that. So that's thank you.
I did pre-order the BD1 Lego. They're doing like the life-size BD1 Lego.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they said they
pretty-
weren't going to make Jedi Fallen Order sets, but then that
Yeah,
one came out.
but
It's
now we
coming.
got that. Well, it's because he's also in Mandalorian, or was it Book of Boba Fett or Mandalorian? It was Book of Boba Fett.
True,
It was
but
the
I don't think
Mandalorian
that's
episodes
BD1
of Book of
though.
Boba. It's a BD droid. I mean,
Yeah. It's close enough. It's
you
close
know.
enough.
But the Lego set really is a Jedi Fallen Order set.
Yeah, it is. You're right.
So let's. Okay, actually, we still have more. we still have more news.
Yeah, we do. But Psycho Emerald, we are going to make a full 10,000 subscriber video with all the details and everything like that.
It's gonna be so fun. I can't wait to drop that video.
True. We did some fun stuff for it. So that'll come later. But yeah, as of right now, I'm just doing a little tease because we're not quite at 10K yet. We're not quite at 10K.
Yeah, just a little tease. Look at that.
Don, get the Throne Room Boba Fett, or the Return of the Jedi Deluxe Boba Fett.
True.
What's that? You're right-handed? Oh, you're left-handed? Sorry. I'm actually left-handed. So this is where I'll be at.
You guys have pretty good mugs on there.
We got some mugs coming
Clean up your mug.
in the pipe. But Mike, real quick, I just want to hear your thoughts on One Jack and the Phase 2 Purge Trooper. What do you think about those?
Oh, yeah, sure.
boys?
Oh, that's a great question. Thank you for asking me. I gave my opinions on my Black Series Cantina podcast. Just a little shout out there. But so you don't have to go listen to all 2 hours of that to get my opinion. I think One Jack, well, yeah, he's like 85% Forlom. I still love him. I love his bandolier. I love his 2 guns, like Western style. And I can't wait to get him and put him on my shelf with Forlom and 000 and have like a evil protocol droid display.
I like that.
But the Purge Trooper is mwah. I love the new Clone Trooper body, obviously. So it's great. And one thing I actually forgot to mention because this doesn't really apply to this, but in that long episode where I had the interview with Eric, he mentioned the loose knee joints that were on the Death Watch Mando. That was an accident because they came unglued in one of the previews from the factory.
No,
and they were like,
That is so awesome.
No, but then they were like, that actually works better, and they kept it like that. And they're probably gonna, if they can, they're gonna do it like that, like forward. Where they're not gonna glue them down,
Dude.
But,
that's awesome.
That just reminded me because of it's a Clone Trooper body.
Yeah.
But I love this body. I love the head. I love this. This is a really good looking Purge Trooper. I think the one we got in the gaming greats looks awful. I mean, it's on a terrible. And I don't like it. What?
No, I'm just.
Are you
I
reacting to me?
I at least like the way it looks.
I don't like
just
it.
not
I
that
don't like it at all.
articulation.
It's just well, I don't know. I don't like the way it looks. I guarantee it. I'm not that big of a fan. I don't really display them. They don't spark joy. I have them because I've got a little display there. But this, I like this. This is something I love.
Yeah, Jonathan. He is talking about the knee pads of the Death Watch Mando.
Yes, I am.
Factory error, and then they ran with it, which was the best factory error that has ever happened. Because imagine if the Clone Troopers started doing that. It's like I like that because in every review we're just like, stop gluing them, stop gluing them, stop gluing them.
It's such a simple fix that, you know, it's like I say it in every review because I hope it just comes true. It's just like, just don't, Because and then, you know, I think after that, the 2020 Clone Trooper body is probably going to be like as good as it gets. You know, it seems like at least on the ARC Troopers that they've used a little, you know, a little bit thicker plastic on these elbows, so you don't have to worry about the pinching so much, or at least the tearing.
Oh, I didn't even. Sorry, I'm missing these super chats. I'm missing them. Sorry, Titter.
We're missing super chats.
Thoughts on Book of Boba Fett? On when Book of Boba Fett might get Black Series love? That's a tough one, man. Because especially since like they're going crazy with Kenobi, but for Book of Boba Fett there's 2 figures. I like Kenobi a lot more than I like Book of Boba Fett, so I'm kind of fine with that. But I do agree for people who are fans that, you know, you should have some representation in there.
Yeah, we have 2 figures right now, right? We got Fennec Shand in Throne Room.
Yeah, which is actually a Mando Season 2 figure anyway.
It really is, yeah.
I mean, same with Fennec, because that's when she was introduced.
Also, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know. That's a tough one. Not anytime soon, I would say.
Give us a Mayor McCheese.
Yeah.
I'd be down to get that Ithorian in the line.
Yeah,
and then we can get a...
Turn it into a Hammerhead.
Yeah, or
Maimon.
Yeah. I would love that. There's
just...
I feel like Book of Boba Fett, there's not that many there's not a lot of figure potential.
Yeah.
Well, they share so many characters with Mandalorian, you know.
Yeah.
Because Book of Boba Fett, let's be honest, Book of Boba Fett was anime filler for the Mandalorian.
That's so true.
It was, though. It was.
I think, you know, I think there's some figures that we definitely need and could be Book of Boba Fett branded, like 8D8. That would be great.
100%.
Oh, yeah, because then it just doubles as a Return of the Jedi figure.
I need Max Berry 8D8.
Or, as Britton Toyland sang, Max Rebo.
Oh, you know me. You know I will love Max. That's my boy.
I do also.
I'm just glad he made it out.
Thank you, Ricardo, for the $5 super chat. Appreciate it.
Appreciate your support, my friend. Happy to be a member. We're happy to have you.
Yeah, thank you.
I like seeing all the emojis in the chat. Just gives me that satisfaction. So thank you.
Give us a Book of Boba Fett Cammy and Fixer.
Yeah, let's get the Mos Espa Vespas in the line.
Brian Myers says Book of Boba Fett Rancor with Danny Trejo.
I mean, you know I'm down.
With Danny Trejo.
Technically, that Rancor is smaller, so they could shrink it down a little bit.
Yeah.
So I had an idea the other day. It just dawned on me, and I tweeted about it for HasLabs. No tiers. When it hits certain backer counts, just drop the price $50 and just like max it out like $100 down. But then like, you know, if their goal's 9,000, if they double it, drop the price by like $100 or something. Like, I just don't give us extra stuff. Just give us the Rancor, but drop the price. Cause that's essentially what they're saying is so many people have pre-ordered this. It's profitable enough to add more stuff to it. But it would be the same instead of adding stuff to it and having the production cost of making them and stuff. Just drop the price. You're still making money on it because you're selling so many, you know?
True.
Like, why can't they just do that?
I have like a love-hate relationship with tiers and like the idea of tiers.
Same. I think it devalues the actual product.
Yeah, I like free stuff. Like, obviously, I like just extra goodies to make it seem more worth it, or like things that you wouldn't get otherwise. So like, I like that, and it kind of gets the hype going. But on the other hand, it absolutely does take away from like the main product because people are just looking at the tiers to justify the main thing. But I'm like, no, that is the main thing. Like
you're paying for the main thing. Yeah,
that's what you're getting, not the $20 figure that you want to come with it. But it does, I do agree that it kind of takes away from the main product.
Yeah.
which sucks because that absolutely did happen during the Ray.
The HasLab that shall not be named.
Well, we can't have
Oh,
we can't have Mike on without mentioning the Rancor in some
That's like
capacity.
that's my whole thing.
Yeah.
We do need a Book of Boba Fett Cad Bane, like
Oh,
like
yeah.
a mighty need.
I would also be down for that.
If they do they're doing a Hot Toys Cad Bane from Book of Boba Fett, and
Yeah.
True. Yeah, they did tease that. That looks sick.
I might get it. I thought I was done with Hot Toys, but I might get it. I don't know.
Yeah, but all right, let's jump back and finish out the news.
Oh yeah.
So I believe this was originally posted on Landspeeder Luke, but I just have it pulled up on Yakface for convenience sake. Black Series Wave 33, the Obi-Wan wave found in the U.S. ? So apparently I'm assuming this is a mom and pop shop. Time Warp Toys in St. Louis, Missouri received a case of Black Series Wave 33 containing the new figures from Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then this is also the wave that has New Republic Security Droid, Ewok Village Leia, and the Figrin Dan. This is well ahead of the specified release date, so hopefully these will hit retail en masse sooner rather than later. So something of importance is this is a mom and pop shop. This is not like Target or Walmart, because
Right.
Yakface himself, this is over here on their Instagram, they posted this picture and it says in hand soon. Stay tuned for first impressions next week. Pretty much all the Kenobi figures, and this is like a glass case, so I'm assuming there's toys in the background. This is also a mom and pop shop. They also have like these stickers on it that are for $34.99. So it's not like these are hitting like Target and Walmart.
No.
Right.
It's just somehow, well, some people are confused by this, but it's like a mom and pop shop, and we see it on people on YouTube as well. You can get these figures straight from China. I'd imagine you're paying big bucks to get them
that
early.
Toy hideout place that's in Frankenstein up over here in California.
Yeah.
They get stuff early all the time because they do that. They'll get them straight from China.
Yep.
Yeah, and it's like that's how Landspeeder Luke. Right now he has a review of like the deluxe Nail and Shield, Princess Leia, Ewok Village, and the New Republic Security Droid.
Yep.
And that is how he got it. He got it from that vendor in Frankensons.
Yeah.
Yakface got his from Saga Toys in St. Louis, Missouri.
Shout out to Saga Toys.
Yo, Saga Toys.
Saga Toys in the house. So
Why don't
it's
you
a
ship
good
some my
sign,
way?
though. It's a good sign. If there was a case that they could somehow acquire, I just feel like it's coming sooner rather than later.
Well,
And it just goes to show again that we were correct. And when we say we're getting this stuff well in advance,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's like what we say literally on like every single episode new figures are announced. Those crazy next year dates are just simply there in case they have to delay the figures. So that instead of being like, oh, we got to delay them, now they can just be like, well, now they're just coming out early. Because no one ever gets mad at early figures. You never get mad when it comes early.
I have
I will
genuinely
now.
seen, I don't know what store it was, but they were flooded by people complaining because it was like charging their cards already. I thought I was supposed to get this a year from now. Like, I don't have the money right now, yada, yada. So, like, there is a certain group of people who are mad about early figure releases because they like, didn't budget for it. You know what I mean?
Those people are the
Well-
poors, and we don't care about the poors.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's start class warfare.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we
class
need.
warfare.
But,
I do also want to say thank you, Hunter Schultz, for the $5.
oh, yeah, thank you. Thank you.
I think Hasbro's choice of HasLab because I got the Razor Crest just for the ship, and welcome the tiers later. Yeah, I mean, I could agree. With that.
Yeah, let's do a...
We also got $1 from Stephen P.
Hey, thank you,
Check out the
thanks.
lightsaber. I think
Thank you for the buck.
it's not even 1100.
I'm calling it.
So close. So close.
It has been 23 days, and it like hasn't
happened?
moved
Yeah.
at all.
It's barely. It's inching up.
Well,
It
But
was at 1050 like 2 days ago.
I think the big push would have, or one of the big pushes would have been this past week due to the episode of Obi-Wan, which we'll talk about later. No spoilers right now, but
True.
I would think that would have been like the at least a needle tilt, but it really doesn't seem to be moving much at all, which is grim. Because then what is the next Black Series HasLab?
Is there a next Black Series?
If they're not going to do vehicles, if the vehicle failed, or big creature failed, if the role play item failed, like where do we go from here? I don't know.
I just was never a fan of them doing a role play item as a HasLab in the first place.
I don't collect the role play items. I don't collect the lightsabers. I don't collect the helmets. So while I think this is price wise, I think it's fine for what it is. $500 for this, I think is about right, because it's essentially 2 lightsabers. Like, and if you bought 2 of the new Obi-Wan lightsabers that just came out or just got announced, like that's more than $500. Mm-hmm. It just doesn't interest me at all. Like, it's not something I would have gotten even if it were a HasLab.
Right.
And I 100% agree with that. The price is fine. It's just, I could really care less about a role play item, especially when it's 6.5 feet long.
It's long.
Then it's like, where do I even put that? If I wanted, and like, why wouldn't you want to display it like blades out and everything?
Yeah.
I wouldn't just want to display the hilt. Like,
oh yeah, that's what I was thinking of when I was listening to your episode of Black Series Cantina. Thank you, Joseph. You reminded me. So the design team, Eric, did confirm that an X-wing would be too impractical and like too big. Yep. The wingspan alone for a true 1/12 scale X-wing, the wingspan would be around 5 feet.
Yeah. Yep. Because I asked that question basically, and
man. That's kind of a bummer. I mean, I think we would all take a slightly scaled down version, though.
But you gotta fit.
They said they won't do it though. They said they really want to do them 1-to-1 scale. Like,
and it's like you gotta fit the figure in there, you know.
Well, right. I mean, I obviously know that I would want the figure to still fit in there, but maybe just shrink the wings just a little bit.
Yeah, because I think TVC is technically not in scale either.
It's not.
No.
For the X-wing.
Right.
But since it's a HasLab, wouldn't you want it to be perfect though?
I guess it would depend on the price for me. Yeah. How much am I paying for it is how much do I expect out of it.
Well, if a TVC Razor Crest was $350, an X-wing easily $600 or $700.
Oh, for sure.
Because I think
it's more than twice the size. It's like three times the size almost.
Yeah, I think people truly underestimate how big the 1/12 scale is, and that when you're looking at these figures, like a vehicle, this has to go inside of the vehicle and stand up or sit down. Because people are talking like lat gunship. I'm like, bro, that's going to be like $2,000, bro. Like, look how big the Lego UCS one is. And it's like, even at ATST, like, that's going to be a huge thing. Like, it's true, A-Wing is a smaller craft, but it's like X-Wing is more iconic. Yeah. So, like, are you going to get are people going to back an A-Wing?
Yeah. Well, they also said, like, he couldn't say it officially, but from the language he said, they're pretty much done, at least for a long time, with any kind of vehicle in the line. Because they do so poorly. Partially because they're so expensive and people wait because they know they'll go on discount and they wait to buy them on discount. So like with things like the TIE Fighter that went on bargain discount and the Snowspeeder that, didn't sell well until, again, it went on discount. It basically killed the vehicle line for the most part. I will say someone said that the lightsaber should have been a regular release. It's too long. You can't make it smaller. Like even if you took it down, it's too big to put on. Like no store is going to sell this lightsaber. Right. No store is going to stock it. Like it's too big.
It could just be Pulse exclusive, kind of like what we see with the TVC throne room playset. where that's a higher end item, way too big to sell in a store, but it could still be sold, just not at a retail store.
Yeah, and Landspeeder Luke brings up some interesting points here. The chat is popping off, so now I can't find it. What is going on? Where? I just saw it.
I got it.
Yeah, okay.
No, the Riva lightsaber does not spin, by the way.
No.
Yeah, that's true. But that might be true, but I feel like that's just because it's more accessible. Like, one of the most popular videos on Out of the Basement is literally my Darth Vader Force Effects lightsaber review from like 7 years ago.
True.
It has like 50,000 views or something. It's not the most popular because that's my entire Star Wars Black Series collection of 2020, forever being king on the channel with like 80-something thousand. But yeah, I see what you're saying, but I think that's only because it's a little more accessible, like just like as like a one-time purchase. Like, I'm gonna get this Darth Vader helmet. I just feel like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's a little more casual.
Yeah, it's something a normal person would. It's not a toy. It's we have a bunch of toys behind us, but like Joe Smith or whatever walking down through GameStop or whatever sees it's a cool Darth Vader, and that's more of a display piece. That's more of like a collectible than it is like, here is an action figure. So I definitely agree that that's more accessible for a normal person to justify buying.
Yeah, and also thank you, Landspeeder Luke, from a little bit of your Rancor fund.
Thank you.
I highly appreciate that. And then there was a couple comments I wanted to respond to. SDOGG. No, the number has gone up.
Yeah, it has not gone down at any point.
Just by a little bit, though.
It's just inching up.
Yeah. And then Britain Toyland, I absolutely agree, and that was one of my huge critiques of the Hasbro team during the Rancor, is they just don't know how to promote it. They didn't even promote that Malakili was coming in it on like their last email, like, this is your last chance to back the Rancor. Like, they didn't even include the fact that a Malakili comes with it.
Right.
It was Yak Face that made stuff, right? You made a bunch of graphics for it.
And Yak Face also says the blades are removable, so the box isn't longer than any other Elite Saber box.
Oh, I guess that's true, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess you could fit that in.
Yeah, that's a good point. I stand corrected on that. They could totally do it.
Yeah. So
but that is their excuse of not doing an X-wing, though. Even piecing out the parts, it's just whatever parameters they have. It's just not practical to do.
Right. Hey,
and I agree. Revive.
I stand behind the bag of bones. That was my favorite tier. I want those bones.
I thought,
the bag of bones was a victim of fake news because people were saying it was part of their anthropology, paleontology set or whatever, and it's like, no,
these are all unique. Here's the thing: if Landspeeder Luke printed and painted those bones, he would be selling them. I think I asked him when he was on our podcast, like, it'd be like 50, 60, 70 bucks for like someone to print those bones and paint them and send them out. And granted, that's just one person making them and putting their own work into it. So it'd be cheaper, but still, people act like those bones are nothing. They're like, oh, they're pennies worth of bones. No, like, those bones were great. I love those bones.
I love those bones. I mean, I can totally acknowledge that the tiers were weak, but it was like, the main thing for me was the Rancor.
It was the Rancor, yeah.
We've talked about that.
They were a perfect addition to a Rancor.
Master Razzie, interesting. Thank you for the $13.99 Canadian dollars, my friend. Really appreciate all your guys' support. We're getting tons of channel support today. Thank you. 1/12 X-Wing is definitely an issue when it comes to display. Among my 1/12 starships, Naboo and 1 Starfighter is the best candidate for Black Series HasLab, in my opinion. I 100% agree that it would be an issue to display, and that is, again, people are underestimating how big it would be. Just how... I mean, I'm looking at the TIE Fighter over here.
Yeah, the TIE Fighter.
I'm gonna grab it.
He's grabbing it. He's grabbing a good chunk of my whole ceiling right there.
Yeah, Han Shot First says the X-Wing would be 37 by 41 inches. That's over 3 feet.
TIE Fighter is one of the smaller fighters in Star Wars. Okay?
That thing just looks so cartoonishly large.
Where's my... Let me... Just 1 second. Gotta make myself big. Look how huge this thing is. I mean, it's awesome.
The actual cockpit is the same size as your head.
Where'd Justin go? He's been replaced by a TIE fighter.
It's a little dusty. It's a little dusty. I can't wait. Because, like, even though I'm not, like... I don't really like the sequel trilogy, and this is, like, a sequel trilogy TIE Fighter. It's just so cool to have such a large Black Series item. I can't wait to get my own place so I can finally, like, respectably display this.
Mm-hmm.
But that thing, my point here is that that thing is huge.
Yeah.
And that's a small fighter in Star Wars. Like, on the grand scheme of Star Wars, that's a small fighter.
Honestly, I wouldn't even be surprised if what David was saying right here is true, and that they're actually slightly, smaller. Especially the Snowspeeder. I could definitely see the Snowspeeder being slightly scaled down and not actually.
I don't know.
True,
did you see them in
1/12
Kenobi?
scale.
They were kind of small.
Okay, I wish I could get this closer to the... Or I guess I could just grab it. Let me just grab you guys.
Yeah.
Woo!
Take us on a road trip. Uh-oh. Mike's getting up.
I'm like, how big is this cord? Can I bring it all the way over?
Is it about to be an X-Wing party here?
Okay, I'm trying to show you the inside of the cockpit. I can't. The cord isn't long enough.
Sorry.
Sorry, guys. I suck.
Shep in here with the Power Rangers reference. I respect it.
This thing is so cool, though. I wish I could show you guys the inside of the cockpit. It looks to scale, like if I had to guess.
Mike's got Unicron.
This is a $600 HasLab.
Wait, let me look.
Jeez. Jeez. In planet mode?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Oh my lord.
Yeah, so it's kind of big.
Wow. Yeah. That's Unicron for you folks. Wasn't that the first HasLab?
The second. It was the second HasLab.
Second. And it barely made it, right?
It barely made it. No, they had to extend it. If they hadn't extended it, it wouldn't have made it.
Jeez.
Why couldn't they extend the Rancor if that were the case? Like, come on.
Yeah.
That thing is heavy.
I know.
That is true, because if they would have literally extended the Rancor one day, it would have funded.
If they would have extended it like 15 minutes, it
15 minutes. It would have funded it in 15 minutes if they had extended it 15 minutes. It was less than 500 to go.
Yeah.
Randy...
Interesting, Mike, that you display Unicron in the planet mode.
It's the better choice of the two, because it doesn't have the planet parts hanging out its back and stuff.
Okay, it's got a lot. But what do Transformers fans call that?
Kibble.
Kibble. That's right.
Kibble. Yeah.
Yeah, but real quick, Randy Book says, where the hell's your comment, boy? Randy Books... Sorry, OT TIE Fighter would have sold better. I agree with that, but not enough to make a difference, because the Dewback went on clearance. That's OT.
That was
Snowspeeder.
Every single vehicle went on clearance. Luke's Landspeeder.
Luke's Landspeeder clearance, Snowspeeder clearance, and what's the other OT one? Snowspeeder, Landspeeder,
I don't think
Dewback.
Another one. Oh yeah. Snowspeeder, Landspeeder, Dewback. I mean, Emphas Nests on her swoop bike.
And like, I get saying, like, just as a consumer, like, this is too expensive, so I'm gonna wait for it to go on discount. Like, that is your right as a consumer, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. But that is sort of why it fails, is because people don't support it and buy it. It's like, if you really do want vehicles, maybe this might be a little controversial, but you got to put your money where your mouth is when they do release stuff that is cool and like in the same like facet of what you like. So it's
what was the original price of the TIE Fighter?
I think it was $150, wasn't it?
Yeah, something like that.
I thought it was like 170 or 180.
Maybe it was 170 or because it.
We can look.
I mean, since it's so old, the price wasn't. Looking at it now, we'd be like, man, that's a bargain.
Yeah, exactly.
Does anyone know, chat? Do you know?
Just like the Shadow Squadron set was $39.99 or $49.99.
Fig Fury saying 175.
169 is what I'm seeing right here.
Yeah,
So-
that's what Action Figure 411 says. It's worth $200
That came out
now.
in 2015.
Yeah.
169.
I originally-
So right now, if they sold it and for the exact same price, it would be going for $208.42, counting for inflation.
And that would probably sit. Actually, stores probably wouldn't even carry it because it would be too expensive.
Yeah, and the size, it's just not practical to sell in.
But you know what you haven't noticed? You haven't talked about? It's also super hollow and kind of flimsy feeling.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's
It
heavy
is.
just because of the size, but
The size, but it's hollow.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen people even say like over time their wings have actually started to warp.
Well, yeah, that's
they're
because
so
they have it
flimsy.
setting down. I mean, it's how I have to display mine too, because I don't have my own place yet. I'm not going to modify my ceiling to hold this thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the wings are definitely a little flimsy. It seems like it has some bulk in the middle, but the wings are where you're going to want the bulk because it's the support system, and it doesn't really have that. I didn't get this one for retail either, but that's because I literally never saw this in the wild. I started collecting Black Series in 2015, but I got it a few years later at Kokomo Toys for $100. They had it listed as. I was like, yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it for Christmas in 2015. My wife got it for me for Christmas. Well, she was my
Ooh.
girlfriend at the time.
Mhm.
That's one of the reasons I married her.
That was part of the deal. She was like, I get you this
Yeah.
TIE fighter. You
Yeah.
get me Ring.
Yeah, so I mean, and imagine having more vehicles this big. You're not going to have
I don't have room
any
for it.
display space. But I get it though, because since we do have a TIE fighter, I wish this was Imperial. I wish this was OT, and if we could at least get the X-Wing, that would be like the two vehicles that you need,
Yeah.
in the Black Series, I feel like.
I guarantee you,
So I get
if they
it.
had sold well, we would have an original trilogy TIE fighter.
Definitely.
That's the thing. You want more prequel figures? Should have bought Jar Jar at full price. I'll say it.
That's true. Me and Justin and I lined up in front of Target the
We
day that Jar Jar was coming out so that we could buy it. We were the only two people there. It was just like,
Because I'm like, Alien, prequel, in my collection, absolutely, I support this 100%.
yeah. I like Master Razzi's idea. Give us some clone Jedi Starfighters.
Yeah.
Those aren't
I
too
think-
big.
I think the smaller things like that are good candidates. Pod Racer, I mean,
Yeah.
come on. Like, a Pod Racer is not even that big.
ATST, I think, would be
I think an
no-brainer.
ATST would be a good HasLab project.
For
I
sure.
can see that.
It's not too big, not too small, but you could also give it the exclusive pilot figure since that
Mhm.
doesn't exist in the Black Series at the moment. You know,
Yeah.
you could do something with an ATST.
Yeah, and Jonathan, I get what you're saying, because like a TIE Interceptor is smaller than a regular TIE Fighter, but what's more iconic? Like, what would people want more in their collection? An actual TIE Fighter?
Oh, we lost Mike.
Or a TIE Interceptor? The TIE Fighter is more iconic, so that would probably sell better than an Interceptor. Because there's tons of
happen.
vehicles that you can do practical scale-wise, but it's like they're just not iconic enough to where enough people are going to buy it and make it worth it.
But to be fair, when they do smaller vehicles like that, they still don't sell.
Well, I
Yeah,
think the
'cause
Mando,
the
the last
way-
one they did sold really well, but it was an
Which one?
Amazon exclusive. The
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 Scout,
speeder
Bike.
bike. The speeder
Yeah,
bike.
the
The speeder
Remnant.
bike did. You're right. The speeder bike did.
and that was a
But-
repaint.
Yeah, you're right. The speeder bike did.
But I get what you're saying, Mike, because again, Rey's speeder and Luke's land speeder, two smaller vehicles that still sat. I paid a little over $20 a piece for both of those. That's how long they sat and how deep of a discount they actually ended up going to.
Yeah, that is true. And they're great.
My
pieces.
favorite one though. My favorite one is the Emphas Nest speeder. I love that speeder.
I bought that, but never expected it to be so large. And then when
it's
took it
so
out of the box
freaking large, yeah,
and assembled it, I was like, what am I gonna do with this thing?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting
it sticks out so far. So far. It's crazy.
Because it's seriously like 18 inches long. Has to be. Yeah, that was something I didn't expect. But again, that was another one, and I guess I am technically part of the problem because I paid like $20 for it. But I did buy the dewback at full price, and I did buy the snow speeder at full price.
Oh, snow speeder was like day one. No
question
doubt, not a shred of doubt in my mind. I was like, this is a snow speeder in the Black Series. But I also kind of like your idea, Return of the Jody or Jodi, doing a vote for HasLab. That could be interesting.
That's actually a really good idea. Yeah.
If they release like a list of, hey, these are practical, these are doable, instead of people just like begging for unrealistic ones that they're never going to do.
I want a 112 Falcon.
Yeah, I mean, like submit a list, put it out there, kind of like the archive fan vote. And then, we can pick one and campaign for it. That'd be really, that'd be kind of fun.
A 112 AT-AT. Could you imagine, like, with the size of the snow speeder? Like, the size...
Dude, Razzie.
Yeah.
Razzie in the chat. He has one. Yeah. He's doing one. He's in the middle of one.
When we had Razzie on stream, they showed us just the head of the AT-AT in 1/12 scale, and it was
it was
the entire size of your screen was just the head.
Yeah, it was seriously glorious, and the lat gunship, like that's a Black Series dream come true. Thank you, Hunter Schultz, for another super chat. Really appreciating the channel support from you guys today. I really want to see how a prequel era / Clone Wars vehicle would sell because we don't have one yet. I'm sorry about what's going on outside when I'm reading, but the first thing that came to my head, and a few of you guys have already mentioned it, ATRT, because it is like a personal, self-driven thing. Mm-hmm. I love the idea, because you guys know me, I've been kind of campaigning for more Revenge of the Sith love in the line, because I think Hasbro needs to understand that our generation has grown and we have big boy money and we're ready to spend some big bucks on some nostalgic Revenge of the Sith figures, and I think they should do the All These Wookiees Are Dead clone on the ATRT from Revenge of the Sith. Like, I forget what Legion. Well, I guess it was the 41st Elite Corps on Kashyyyk, but like they have like the jockey design, like they look like racing jockeys.
Yeah.
What about a Stap?
Yes, and that would be like the companion piece. Like, see, Mike, we need to start applying to Hasbro. John B. Hasbro.
Bark Speeder.
Exactly,
with Neo.
Bark Speeder with Neo. Exactly.
Neo. I think they could sell a Stap with Battle Droid. They could sell them by themselves. Like, I would buy it either way. I would put my Clone Wars Anakin on one. Like, just give us a bunch of Staps and little stands on them. That way I could put my Anakin on it and not have to worry about him falling over and breaking his lightsaber.
Yes, exactly.
It's perfect.
That would be incredible. I love the Bark Speeder. I said that the other day in the Discord. Like, Bark Speeder, the ATRT. I think prequel era stuff could do really well, especially clone related, because let's face it, there is a certain amount of collectors that buy clones and like nothing else, Mm-hmm. So I think that could do really well, an ATRT, or I really like the Commander Neo with Bark Speeder, because we still need Commander Bakara and Neo. Mm-hmm. Those are like the two Revenge of the Sith clone commanders that we still need in line now that we have Bly and Gree.
Yep.
So,
I wouldn't mind if they took another crack at Gree. I don't really like Gree. I think he's the worst one.
I mean, his articulation is just terrible.
It's the worst.
And he
it
was
doesn't have
the
a little
first
helmet,
deluxe.
and- yeah.
He was a deluxe figure back in the day at Toys R Us, charging that
Yeah,
extra
Toys R Us
$5
exclusive,
for better paint.
For better paint. That was it, because of the paint.
And on top of that comes with the binoculars, but you can realistically get him about like this
Ah!
close to his face.
Yeah.
Don't make me bust it out, Nate. I debunked that myth. Remember when we had the 1313 podcast on the show?
Go ahead and bust
And
it out.
I blew their mind. I mean, it's all the way up there.
Yeah,
all right.
exactly. Here come the
Stand
excuses.
up.
All right.
Here come the excuses. Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, bro, I'm gonna debunk that rumor right here, right now.
He's gonna prove you wrong. How dare
Yeah.
you?
I hope he does prove me wrong, but in the end, I made him get up, get the figure, and
That's right.
everything to prove a point. So I still win.
I pulled my back a little bit getting Unicron off my shelf.
I believe it. That's gonna leave some serious indents in your carpet.
100%. Oh, look at that. Hold on,
Now
turn to
show-
the side.
show
Give
it
us a
from the
side profile.
side.
It could be closer. It could be
It
closer.
could be closer. I think it could definitely.
You know, if he had articulation that didn't
Because-
suck. Also, Justin, you're muted.
Yeah, Justin, your mic is.
Okay, what I was saying was chat, get my back. Chat, get my back.
I don't know. I think chat's gonna be on Team Nate and Mike today.
Well, the old clone body sucks because look at the elbow. That's a double joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Anytime. Go ahead.
what I'll say is that when you use binoculars, you don't hold them far away from your face. You put them right up on your face.
Because he's
So-
in the middle of taking it down after it was super
it's
close.
okay, there's
Action
the
shot. You
justification.
see?
There's the justification.
The justification.
The
Yeah.
justification.
No, like I am 100% an old clone body hater. Like
Oh,
I actually
that
love
thing's
Rex and
garbage.
Bly because you can actually utilize those double jointed elbows.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they should just re-release all clones at this point on the new clone body. I will gladly rebuy all of them
What do
to
you think
have-
about not doing it? Yeah.
to have the slightly better, or actually definitely better articulation.
Hunter, my man.
Yeah, we're
Hold on. If
looking-
you guys a helmet, why does he even bother with binoculars? Aren't they built into the helmet?
He should have
Why
just had a
doesn't he- why doesn't he
rangefinder.
have why doesn't he have one of the big things
Yeah,
that come down
true.
like Bly has?
What's up with that?
Yeah, Revenge of the Sith sucks. That's just another reason why.
George Lucas doesn't know
You know
shit
what?
about Star
George
Wars.
Lucas doesn't know what
Okay.
he's doing.
You know what I will say about the old clone body?
I like
Proportions
Melanie here. He's looking through them from a
From
from a
certain-
certain point of view. A very specific. What I will say about the old clone body, proportions and live action looks. I love the proportions of this figure, and I love the theatrical live action look of the clones. I think aesthetically, these are the best looking clone troopers in the line. But they have the worst articulation, and that is what kills it for me.
Yep.
And makes
I mean,
it the worst body.
even the vanilla pose is tough though. Just to get a nice natural looking blaster down.
Even just standing like a person.
I'm
just
grabbing
standing.
more. You guys are
Oh
doing
my
this to me.
God.
This guy's not. He can't decide whether he hates the old clone trooper
But
or he
look
loves
at, doesn't this look good?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It just
Chat!
doesn't. It
Chat.
doesn't.
So you think, where the hell are they? You think. Okay, chat,
Dude,
live
Justin's
poll.
taking-
What?
Justin's taking the bait so hard.
Shut up. Purely
This looks
from
so much better.
purely from aesthetics, like you're just looking at the figure. Do not take articulation into consideration.
Just kidding.
Which one,
Go to Bakia.
which figure aesthetically looks more pleasing?
I like the bigger
Live
helmet
poll.
on the new one.
But this is a bobblehead because they have the real head in there. This one's on a ball joint,
But-
so they
but
can
that-
actually nail the proportions.
No.
Yeah.
You need a head. You need a head in the helmet.
But there's CGI in the movie. They don't actually. There's no one wearing the helmet in the movie.
But they're supposed to be designed. So what you're saying is, again, they designed them wrong in the movie, and just another tick on why Revenge of the Sith sucks, because all the troopers in the movie are disproportionate. That's what you just told me. Is they CGI disproportionate troopers because helmets would be bigger because the head has to go into the helmet.
But wouldn't you rather have an alternate head that was just on a ball joint?
I think that looks a lot better, and I think this looks a lot better.
Mark, I like your new profile picture.
No, that's a bobblehead clone. Those are bobblehead clones.
No way. This is what they look like. This is what you would look like if you were wearing the suit. This is what a real person would look like wearing the suit.
I'm Hunter, hashtag Team Justin. Let's get it. Dangchez, Black Line. Let's get it.
Yeah,
Mark K, live action. Let's
I
get
already
it.
showed all these comments.
Hold on. The black line has nothing to do with new body or old body. The black line just has to do with whether it's a figure from
That is true.
based on the movie or based on the Clone Wars. Because this has a black
Boom.
line and it's on the new body.
Wolfstalker coming here with some truth.
That's right.
Oh, I would agree. Like if they put, because that's why I love the 501st Jet Trooper so much, because it is that sort of like video game, more animated style, but they did add the black line. Totally makes a world of difference. I am Team Black Line here at OOTB.
And we got Fig Fury coming in with a $30 super chat on the 2.0 channel. I would buy a remake of all the OG clones on the 2020 body or Rex and Bly. Also, long live Rancor.
Yeah.
Rancor.
Yeah. Oh, I would as well. I'm a sucker for clones. I love Clone Wars. I love the prequels. Yeah. I love it all.
Yeah. I think, we just need more clones at the end of the day. Not on the old body.
Put your original 212th in a cool kneeling pose.
But remember, I wasn't talking about articulation, though.
Oh,
purely aesthetic.
Yeah. Purely aesthetic.
But
Nate, I'm pretty sure you agree. Like. I'm pretty sure you agree.
I think realistically what they could do to fix the thin body issue of the 2020 clone is just put bigger shoulder pads on it.
Yeah, I think that's a good point.
Make those shoulder pads just a little bit bigger, and I think it would really help even out the proportions. And it wouldn't look so unnatural going from a decently skinny body to the bigger helmet head. But overall, I think the 2020 body is the superior figure.
It is.
Because
I agree with that.
The articulation just smokes the originals. And
100%. I do prefer the new body overall as an action figure.
I'm body shaming the old one.
But I do want to play a clip because $30 is a hefty super chat, so I do want to play a clip.
We can pay you 2,000 now, plus 15 when we reach Alderaan.
17. Okay, you guys got yourselves a ship.
That's
Thank
right.
you, Fig.
So Fig Fury 79, you owe him 17 more, according to the video.
17. Thank you, Fig.
Yeah.
Thank you, Todd. Yeah.
Also, Britt, I like this comment. I like this comment.
Asking the hard-hitting questions to nakedhd.xyz.
They're going to be like, you have to come to not cheap Twitter or Tinder or whatever the heck they say to find out. You got to click the link to find out if they prefer the old or the new.
Rob, that's because the Phase 2 clone has only been released one time, and it was an Amazon exclusive 4-pack.
Yeah, if they're just talking about like the regular one, which I would love to get a new one on the new body, but with the black line. Even if they want to call it like a especially for Bad Batch.
Yeah,
and especially when certain websites offer plain Phase 2 clone troopers with a black line on a 2020 Stormtrooper body, and they're actually really good figures.
Yep,
clone trooper body, but
clone trooper.
But then they don't do it for the 212.
Yeah.
They do it for 501st, regular, everything else, and then skip it on the 212.
Yeah, that's so weird. I don't understand that.
100%, Brandon.
That particular website. But we're like an hour and 25 minutes in. Got 181 people watching. Do you guys want to talk some recent hiccups?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm down. After I just showcased this wonderful comment by Hunter.
I like toys. And I got a few this week. Just not as many as other weeks.
You know, I can mess with some clean troopers. I don't think every trooper has to be dirty.
I don't need it. I don't mind a shiny. I don't mind a shiny trooper.
Yeah, I don't mind a shiny.
I like the phrasing, Luke. Miss Ali. Miss Allie. Who is she?
Mrs. Alley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mrs. Allie.
Is that because we call him Mr. Landspeeder?
Well, he's talking about
I know what he's talking about.
Mrs. Baba.
yeah. It's the greatest website that never existed. They have plenty of
They're customs. Yeah.
They have custom clone troopers available.
Yeah, they're custom.
And I got that Kylo Ren from the exclusive San Diego
Yes.
Comic-Con pack that now I don't have to buy a freaking centerpiece just to add that to my collection. So I'm fine with it.
And that figure looks great too.
It is great.
That's like, man, bless the Express.
Wait, are we doing Kenobi or recent pickups?
We're doing recent pickups. Kenobi's
Alright.
always last, bro. Kenobi's
Well, I
always
know,
last.
but I didn't know if we were skipping recents.
I'm not.
'Cause usually when you say hour and a half, it means Kenobi. But now, because we just have such wonderful conversation with Mike.
Yeah.
I can't help it, guys. I talk too much. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, I like it.
Yeah.
That's
We
what
all-
makes a stream good.
We love the conversation. You always know you're in for a good time when Mike's on. But okay, let's see who wants to go first. Mike, would you like to have the honors of showing some toys?
Toys.
Yeah.
Doesn't have to
yeah.
just be Star Wars.
Oh, stop. Star Wars.
The Star Wars.
Yeah, I guess. Hold on.
Look at all those toys.
Those robots that transform.
They like change into something else. I don't know what that is. Like,
Yeah,
what
this is
that?
another big one.
Jeez. Jeez.
This is 6 trains that turn into a dude. This is one train. He's just a pair of pants and a tummy.
He's just a pair of pants. What is
Yeah,
that?
this is a third party masterpiece scaled combiner from a company called Moon Studio, which is originally a company called Zeta, and then for legal reasons they had to create a sub company because this is all China knockoff companies work. And this isn't a knockoff; these are all 100% designs. If anything, it's just IP theft.
Right.
This is a transformer that was only available in Japanese series. He's a train guy called Raiden. All the trains have Japanese names. I don't know any of them, but I love him, and he is the size of a small child.
That's great.
Yeah, and then don't fall. Yes, Steve. And then I did get this from Zach. I haven't opened it yet.
Nice.
I haven't opened it. I might open it. Should I open it right now?
Yeah, open it right now. Do it. Sacrifice to the toy gods on stream for.
I
George
like
Lucas
that.
Trooper.
I like that.
I want to know, does the helmet actually fit over his head? That's my burning question with this figure.
Yeah.
Is even though people have have had this figure for a while, I've yet to see anyone put the helmet on the head.
That's a good question.
Mitch
Let
wants
me-
it open. Brandon saying,
Do it.
Do it.
I need to go get. I think my hobby knife's in the living room. I'll be right back.
All right, hobby knife in the living room.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brandon. There's
We're just talking about knockoffs.
yeah.
It's just our little joke, so
Yeah.
not that we would ever get in trouble, but
Right.
it's just a little joke.
They are great though, and very affordable. So, yeah, we're still waiting on our George Lucas Troopers as well. I've got 2 on pre-order from Dorkside, 1 to open and 1 to keep in the box.
Yeah, mine are big bad.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh no, you're destroying the package, Mike!
Heck yeah,
What
I
are
am.
you doing?
He's destroying it.
I'm an opener, baby.
Don't
I
ever
don't-
do that on camera, Mike. You'll get
I
some
have.
of the you'll get some of the meanest comments imaginable.
Guys, what are you doing? I opened my 2018 Kenner Boba Fett on camera. Come on.
What were the comments like on that video when you did that?
I just answered them all. Well, here's the thing. There's two views of this. Both of them favor opening the toys. Number one, it's my toy and I can do whatever the hell I want with it. Number two, if I open mine, it instantly values everyone else's more because that's one less that's sealed. So
true.
any non-opener should love to see someone open them because it only makes theirs more valuable.
That is true. That is true. One less in package on this planet.
That's right.
But sometimes I like to barbarian rip them open on camera.
Yeah, Nate does it on purpose. He likes the controversy.
Just for fun.
Yeah, just for fun. So I don't think this is a very good likeness of George Lucas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, I can see it, but yeah.
Yeah.
You agree.
Here's the moment of truth, though.
Yeah. Does the helmet actually fit over that hair sculpt? That's my question. But yeah, obviously we're all openers here. We love opening and displaying. Wow. Not bad.
It's a little skewed in there.
Could be
But
worse.
it's yeah. I think it's. Can you get it back off? Is the question.
Now you just have a stormtrooper. Ooh, Luke is saying Lucas figure is so disappointing. Dang.
You know, here's the thing. This is the way I see it. I kind of agree. When I got it, when he sent it to me, I was like, oh, this isn't kind of. Or you know what it was? Is when I saw it in person at Star Wars Celebration, I was like, it doesn't look as good as I really wanted it to. But part of me just doesn't care. Part of me just wants a George Lucas figure on my shelf to go with the Trapper Wolf, Dave Filoni, and the upcoming Paz Vizsla, Jon Favreau. Because I just want a creator section on my shelf.
I agree. I almost bought recently. I was at Crown Point Toys and Collectibles, and they had the George Lucas Family Alien pack, the 3 3/4 inch box set from Attack of the Clones. Revenge of the Sith. I was like, oh, this is pretty tempting right here, just because it's so stupid. But yeah, but it is just the 2020 Stormtrooper body, so
yep.
At least he's got good articulation.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's another way to just get a regular Stormtrooper if you so choose.
I feel like his chest piece is a little looser than...
Oh, wow. That does look really loose.
Yeah. I bet the helmets on this release will be, like, absolutely no warping since they're not, like, on the figure in the package.
Yeah, not going to be pinched.
Yeah. I bet the helmets will be perfect.
Does look really nice. I'd love to have them give us a new Han and Luke in Stormtrooper disguise.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about the new Stormtrooper body is there's no blaster storage.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're all Mandalorian Rogue
One
inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely need to give us the variant and just put the holster back on there.
Yep. So that's what I got.
Nice. That's it.
That's it. That's all I got.
Wow.
It was a really slow week for Black Series for me.
Yeah, let's get Bryce Dallas Howard for sure. Let's get the whole Mando team.
I'm down. Deborah Chow.
Get the Deborah Chow Jedi minor spoilers.
Yeah.
There you go.
Kind of a small little tiny little little spoiler, sorry. It's Star Wars and you're on the internet. I apologize.
I feel like if you've been this far, it's also not really a spoiler. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Right. It's a cameo.
The director made a cameo? What?
Yeah, what? So, I got nothing. So, to you, Nate.
Nice.
That's I'm completely caught up on Black Series. I'm looking for Spartan Collection George because I don't want to pay GameStop shipping. I'll find it eventually. No new Jurassic figures for me. No new Lego. It's just I'm caught up with Black Series, so I'm all good.
Nice.
Nothing for me.
Hunter, I got your back, buddy. I got your back. We got 2 Halo Spartan Collection figures here.
Nice.
I've got the Halo 1 Combat Evolved Chief, which probably has the worst double-jointed knee I've ever seen. I'll give you a live demonstration here. Get ready to enjoy this.
Oh.
There it is.
Oh,
There
we
it
call
is.
that one. We call that one Mr. Chief.
That is literally as far as the double knee extends, because this huge chunk of plastic that they used for the knee.
The double joint
But-
actually made it worse.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
So I do like the Jazzware figures. I think they all look good. You know, the chrome visor is very nice, but the articulation just on most of these is so bad that really you just get this vanilla pose out of it. And same thing, like the helmet just has nothing, no up or down.
Because
really-
like Spartan armor is inherently like just
Right.
chunky.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, there are companies like Thousand Toys that do put out Spartans
true.
and they have great articulation, but you're also paying an arm and a leg for them. Whereas this is $20. So
I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind getting the one from Halo 2.
yeah, that one's pretty good. I do think it has a similar problem though with the double
Yeah.
knee being like a giant chunk.
But he
of
has
plastic.
the Halo blade thing, right? The keyblade.
Energy sword?
No,
That
Halo 2
thing.
Halo 2 Chief doesn't come with the energy
Wasn't
sword,
there a
unfortunately.
Walgreens exclusive one that did?
That was for Halo Infinite though.
Halo
So-
Infinite.
Yeah, because the thing is also not every Spartan that you have in the Spartan collection can wield the sword because they have to have the specific gripping hand.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it really is a pain in the ass. And then I got George,
Dude, I'm so jealous.
which George looks amazing. Again, the articulation's not the best, but he's so big, so
At least he can
bulky.
hit the main pose.
Oh yeah, you could have him aiming that big old repeater cannon, no problem.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Perceptor.
Giant backpack too.
That's so cool. I can't wait to get George. I love Halo Reach.
Yeah, George is amazing, and I love having most of Noble Team now. Just need Carter.
Yep.
Just need Carter.
Beautiful reflective
I-
visors.
Yeah.
I've never played any Halo games. The only reason I know who any of these people are, and I don't really know them, is I've watched every episode of Red vs. Blue.
I mean, that counts, right? Red
It
vs.
counts.
Blue is fun.
Yeah.
No, we're pretty big Halo fans, so we enjoy the Spartan collection for what it is, even if it does have plenty of flaws.
Yeah. I mean, $20 and you get like 4 pairs of hands, 2 or 3
Yeah.
different weapons, all with weapon storage, alternate heads for
Chrome,
$19.99.
yeah, Chrome
The
visor.
Chrome visor, yeah, it looks really good. Yeah.
Well, actually, these new waves are $24.99, so they have gone up in price.
Now they're
Other
ripping
toy
us off.
companies are starting to raise their prices. What?
It's just Hasbro, guys.
It's just Black
just
Series.
Hasbro. And it's just Black Series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not any other toy line.
Nope.
Cue the
Not at all.
McFarlane comments, but guess what? McFarlane is going to go up any day now.
Yeah,
Any
he literally
day.
said it. He said it in an interview with Artemis Prime that the prices are going up. He can just hold out a little bit longer than other companies can because he doesn't have shareholders to answer to. But yeah, Hunter, not gonna get Arbiter because it's that Halo 5 version. So I think I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold out. So honestly, at this point, after I get Carter, Spartan collection's kind of complete for a while for me.
Yeah, unless they do like the UNSC Marines or like some
Yeah.
of the human characters or the Covenant like regular elites or grunts or jackals or
Right.
whatever.
I want the more classic Halo looks. I don't really want the 5 or the Infinite looks. If they do Arbiter in the Halo 2 look, then I'm on board, you know?
Yeah, or
But-
3, yeah.
Yeah, so but for now I think, you know, after Carter, which is in the next wave, I'm going to be chilling on Spartan collection for a while. I do have a couple of TBC figures.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I did get
Oh, I thought you were apologizing that they had TVC figures. Like, oh, I'm
The,
sorry. What was that?
the Lambent Seeker Gaming Greats Battlefront 2 figure
Oh, it's
here.
good.
Yeah.
which is a nice looking figure. Comes with all the clone blasters, which is awesome. And then to go with that, I did also get the Big Bad Toy Store exclusive regular ARC Trooper, which
Nice.
also looks very nice. And I hope, please give us both of these in the Black Series.
Yeah,
we
I
need
agree.
both of them.
I mean, they're just
I mean, they have the
repaints, so
mold.
why
They're
not?
just they're
Yeah.
literal repaints, and I would die for them.
Yep. Especially, because this is the default skin for the ARC Trooper in Battlefront 2, so I would love to see both of them in the Black Series, but for now, I wanted to pick up the TVC ones because those are definitely tight. And then the last thing was actually a gift from a viewer. Corey Diaz actually reached out to me because, as you are all aware, a few weeks ago, I showed off a little Jedi Starfighter that my mom found going through some stuff, and this is my original Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi Starfighter from when I was a kid.
Looks like a sword.
It's missing the the main pieces that go over these guns because it's a toy. So they had to have breakaway, blah blah blah, because you press this button and the wings fold out, and then the side armors would shoot out, and it was all fun and dandy. But yeah, so I had that, and they actually reached out to me and supplied me with the corresponding Obi-Wan Kenobi here.
Aw.
Oh.
So this is the pilot Obi-Wan Kenobi that does actually fit in the Jedi Starfighter. It even says so on the back of the package.
Nice.
And it comes with an extra accessory for the Starfighter. It comes with a little radar dish that plugs right into the Starfighter. So thank you,
And it looks like
Corey.
landing gear for the Starfighter. What
it's
is that? What is that?
Yeah. What's that accessory?
So here's the back image on the box. He's like holding it or something.
What is that for?
I don't know because
That was my favorite part of the movies, where he's carrying landing gear around.
the Starfighter does have it. Already has the little.
It has landing gear.
It has the landing gear.
Chat.
Ready to go.
Chat.
Why does he go with landing gear?
But yeah, I was like, they reached out to me.
Oh,
and were
you know
like,
what that is? Is that the radar that he uses to reach
oh,
the
yeah,
Jedi
okay.
Council?
Okay, so you can either plug it in to that stand, or you can plug it into the Starfighter.
Oh, okay.
So it gives you two options if you don't have the Starfighter.
I guess.
So
Is that what it is, though? The dish thing?
yeah, it's the dish. But
Okay.
because the
It's
dish
a stand for the dish.
the dish is right there.
Your resident Star Wars expert.
But yeah, they reached out to me. They were like, "Hey, I just have this figure, and I would like to send it to you." So, thank you, Corey, for
That was nice of Corey.
the Obi-Wan Kenobi Jedi Starfighter pilot. Now I will have a pilot that will fit in my Jedi Starfighter, which is awesome. So yeah, this is really sweet.
Hold on. How are you gonna get that package into the Jedi Starfighter?
You're right. Here's how I'm gonna do it.
Yeah!
Yes! Yes! Norsky, clip it.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
There you go.
A nice, maybe a
What's
little.
up, DA Mac?
Him in. Put him
Him
in.
in. Put him in.
So this Obi-Wan also has some sort of random gimmick. Let me see how to perform the gimmick.
All those figures back then did. That was like a weird thing they were doing online at the time.
Hold left hand over lightsaber. Weapon is force attracted
Magnetic.
to hand.
It's got a magnet in it.
Obi-Wan swings in slashing motion when you press the button on his back. So there's a button.
Yeah, clip the Brit.
Here we go. Look at this lightsaber swinging action.
Woo!
It's like Toy Story when he's like pushing the back
Sheesh.
of Buzz's bag.
Well, at the very least, Buzz was actually moving his hand more.
Yeah.
Yeah, so well, he doesn't wear the robe in the
No, just throw it in the trash.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it on the 6-inch figure and see if it fits.
Big guy in a little coat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So with
Look at those poses they had him in back then. Oh my goodness.
without the robe,
Oh my gosh. That's
guys.
amazing. Do that again. Do that one more
Who
time.
am I? Who am I? Guys, who am I?
Hold on. I gotta put the lightsaber back.
Yeah.
Of course, it just falls right out.
This is a family show, man. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, Hasbro. We used to have
want-
amazing figures.
I want gimmicks back. Why doesn't my new Obi-Wan do this?
Yeah, give me that karate chop action.
No.
I bet if the Rancor would have had this shitty karate chop button on its back, it would have backed. It would have funded.
All right, so the moment of truth here.
Oh snap.
Oh
He looks like he's running in the cockpit.
Yeah.
You gotta put his damn arm down.
Hey.
Yeah.
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 Play with our toys on stream. Oh yeah. So that's pretty sick. Not gonna lie. Still very cool.
I like it. I like it.
No,
Yeah.
I tease, but that's actually pretty rad.
Yeah. And
What's up, Tim?
there's also like a little communicator piece, it looks like, and then the radar dish.
Yeah, so we can send a message to the old folks home, which is one of my favorite lines in Attack of the Clones, is when he refers to the Jedi Council as the old folks home.
I don't even
Wait,
know how
what?
that's supposed to plug
What?
in.
He does.
What? I
When
feel
he's
like I
sending the
remember
message-
this, but
When he's sending the message from R4, he's like, send it courtesy to the old folks home.
oh, okay.
Hmm.
I remember.
This peg is really flimsy for the radar dish. And does not want to fit in.
I wouldn't chance it.
Yeah, I'm calling it there. It's not no radar dish on there, but we do get Obi in his little pilot outfit. so-
Nice.
In the same vein, I will never pull Crosshair's sniper rifle apart again, because while I got it apart, when I tried to put it back in, I snapped the whole thing in half because it takes
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of
right.
force to get it back in. And I had an extra Imperial Crosshair that I was going to do a giveaway with, and I'm like, nope, I'm taking this non-broken sniper rifle. This is mine now.
Yep.
Sorry,
Yeah,
this is mine now.
this is mine now.
Yeah, but yeah, so that was a really cool gift from Corey. So thank you if you are watching the stream. And that's all I got. It was a pretty light week for myself too.
Nice.
Light week is only 5 figures. That's light.
Exactly.
It's not quite
Let's
the
see.
six.
I only
figures.
put myself into a small amount of debt,
Yeah, just a tiny amount of debt.
a skosh of debt.
Until you look at my laundry list of pre-orders, and then I
think
go, everything's fine.
I think I've
Yes.
shown off about $1,500 worth of toys on this figure on this stream,
I believe.
counting
Haslab.
Oh yeah.
Haslab and the other guy.
Yeah,
All right. So
that's
that
the,
was a super fun recent pickups segment. And now, we're hour 49 minutes in. It is time for the final segment of the Lazy Sunday stream with Mike Kaess.
Oh.
Spoilers.
Spoilers, ahoy!
Spoilerinos.
Yep.
Yep. We are going to be discussing Obi-Wan Kenobi episode 5. So if you have not watched it, thank you for tuning in with us this week. We certainly appreciate it very much. But from here on out, we're going to be talking spoilers. Nothing is going to be held back for Obi-Wan Kenobi. So this is your chance. This is your time to leave. We appreciate you.
Kenobi.
But now it's time for spoilers for Kenobi episode 5 and all the episodes before that, of
like
course,
I've
as
got-
well. So
There's like hair, right?
it's right out of reach.
Yeah.
It's that wonderful bearded, beautiful man, Ewan
Yeah.
McGregor. But
Yep.
all right, so let's jump into it. Mike, what'd you think of episode 5 of Kenobi?
It's my favorite episode of the show so far.
Ooh, nice.
Me too.
By I wouldn't say by a lot, but like it's not a contest. I have to think about it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I think Well, obviously, this episode was amazing because we got what everyone's been asking for.
Flashbacks.
Flashbacks.
I hated the flashbacks in Book of Boba Fett, but I love them in Kenobi.
Yeah.
No, I
That's because
agree.
This one got Obi-Wan Kenobi. The other one got stupid Boba Fett.
Someone say Clone Wars.
Yeah.
So
I mean, how awesome was it seeing Hayden and Obi, even if Hayden did look a little
I like that you're calling one Hayden and the other one Obi.
yeah, Ewan. Hayden and Ewan back together. Interesting. Well, it's not interesting because obviously Ewan's hair is real, so they had to put it into the episode 2 time frame.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, oh, interesting choice. They went for an episode 2 flashback, but then I was like, oh yeah, Ewan's hair. It only makes sense. But it was really cool to see Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker once again. Even if he does look a little old, I'm willing to suspend my disbelief.
Easily happily suspended disbelief.
Yep.
100%.
I could care less. Just seeing them fighting again, and then of course the parallels to the battle on Mustafar, and I loved that it was flashing back and forth between Vader and Obi-Wan, remembering these specific moments, not together, but having a similar, vision of this moment in their past. And it was also before episode 2, because Anakin still has both hands.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is true.
No robo hand required, but yeah, Infernal Hippo, I like it. Nah, y'all are woke. Exactly.
You have to be asleep to be woke.
Yeah. But I mean, Justin, what are you thinking? What do you think?
So I want to get this right out of the way. Patience. I was such a petty little bitch in the Discord. I was like rewinding like 5 or 4 weeks back, and I just replied with a gift of like, patience, you must learn, like from Yoda, because people complain like Reva would never know Anakin is Vader, blah blah blah. It's like all of those criticisms have, not all of them, but that specific thing where it's like, well, we still have like these episodes to see, like aren't we jumping to conclusions?
Wait for the whole show, the whole story.
And they almost immediately, and the way the dialogue is, it's almost like as if they are aware of the criticism. Obviously this was filmed a long time ago and everything.
Way long ago. Yep.
But it sounds like they're talking to the audience when Obi-Wan is like, Anakin wouldn't have allowed his identity to be out there. Like, how do you know? You shouldn't be able to know. I'm like, oh, they're gonna directly answer this in this episode. It really just brought me back to that first or the second episode where everyone is just losing their collective minds over the third sister knowing that Anakin is Vader.
Yeah.
And they at least answer that one question. Same with Grand Inquisitor. They're breaking Rebels canon. They're never gonna break Rebels like canon, with the Grand Inquisitor. Like, come on.
Yep.
So I like that this episode clears up some of those big early criticisms, mainly like third sister knowing about Vader and Anakin, and then the Grand Inquisitor obviously not dying. So I just wanted to get that out of the way. It's just have patience and reserve your judgment until it's over, especially thinking that it's like breaking canon. Okay, it could be explained later down the line. But I love the episode. It's my favorite episode so far. Kind of similar to Mike, like no contest. I loved episode 5.
Dude, Vader pulling his ship back down and then ripping it apart with almost no effort was rad.
That was something I never thought we would see in live action. It was very reminiscent of like The Force Unleashed.
Force Unleashed, yep.
And I was just like, man, this is epic. Like, finally getting to see some live action, like crazy display of power from Vader. Of course, he was tricked. But at first, I was really like, dude, what are they going to do? Like, they're done for. They're literally done for.
100%, yep.
Who was driving that one? Or was it like automated?
I think it was automated. Yeah, I was kind of expecting like him to like rip someone out of the cockpit and like slice them in half or something.
Mhm.
But I think it was just automated.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to like without bouncing around. I'm like, man, what? I mean, we got so many great things in this episode.
Yeah,
It's
it
hard
starts
to,
off with the flashback, and then they're
Yeah.
in Kajimi,
Mhm.
the planet, and they're getting ready, and the third sister gets promoted to Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah.
Have you seen that
And-
meme? Like, now tell her she's the Grand Inquisitor.
Yeah, and they're all laughing. Yeah. And she comes down with the Legion, and that's where we get like a better look at the Phase 2 Purge Troopers. And we get the scene where Obi-Wan, they're on the other side of the door talking.
That
and that's kind of when
scene was, I think it's some of the best acting we've gotten in the entire series of her recounting that night.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly don't understand how anyone could watch that scene and think she's a bad actor. She's not very good at acting. Like, I thought it was fantastic.
Yeah, some people are kind of still confused on like, you can still be evil and like hate Darth Vader.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean she
is a
like
dark-
turned to the light side again.
No, she's a dark side user now. She's submitted to the dark side. Hate has literally warped her. And even though we see it from the outside as like hypocritical or whatever, like it makes sense to her because that's literally her only goal. And hate is driving her to do this singular thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And Obi-Wan knew that, and he used it to get her to bring Vader down.
Just because she hates Vader and wants to kill him doesn't mean you're friends with Kenobi.
No.
Like, you can hate a lot of people. This is really like...
There's a lot of hate going around. Yeah.
There's a lot of real-world issues where the opposing faction is still evil, even though they're fighting the same enemy. You know what I mean? So...
And I mean, she literally says it in the episode that she also hates Kenobi because she let him live. She couldn't. He couldn't seal the deal or didn't want to, so that's why she hates both of them. Because, and we didn't say this, but it is revealed that Reva was one of the younglings from the beginning of the series that was attacked in Order 66. It's implied that Anakin, stabbed her as
I am confused
as
about
a youngling, but. I will say it's Star Wars. Anyone can live from anything, but I know some people have been like, but Qui-Gon. It's like, well, I don't know what to tell you. Qui-Gon died from getting stabbed.
About this. I have a theory about this.
Okay, let's hear it.
Hate is what saves most dark side users. Them hating enough to keep them alive. It happened with Darth Maul, and he got cut in half. But it was hatred
that is
kept
true.
Him, it was his hatred that kept him alive. And with Qui-Gon, he didn't hate anybody. Like, he just sort of accepted it and knew, okay, I got stabbed. I'm gonna become one with the Force. He was in a place where he could kind of die. Whereas, these Darksiders who are surviving stabs to the chest or whatever are so dark side and so hardcore that they're willing themselves not to die so they can keep hating.
True.
Yeah, and Hunter Schultz brings up a great point. Cal Kestis was stabbed. It's like,
that's true.
People survive stabbings in real life, like even abdominal impalement.
Yeah.
Like people
depends on where you get stabbed.
Yeah, it depends on what kind of internal organ. That's looking way too much into it, but I just want to like in real life, people survive getting impaled.
Yeah.
And it's revealed. Well, not revealed, but like implied. Like Reva hates Obi-Wan for allowing Anakin to turn to the dark side. Because she says like he was your Padawan.
Yeah, where were you while he was killing everybody?
Yeah, it was his failure. Kind of a callback to Revenge of the Sith. I have failed you, Anakin.
Yep.
Yeah.
But they bust through, and at this point, I think Reva is going along with what Obi-Wan is saying, because that's why, because this is a criticism of the episode, like, why did she send him back in there just with the stormtroopers, like, oh, I have him secure inside. I think that was to trick Vader. I think at that point she was going along with what Obi-Wan was saying.
Yeah.
But obviously it does not work out in Third Sister's favor, and kind of jumping around too much, but I just have to talk about like when she goes up behind him and tries to slice him and the blade just stops. I'm like, peak Vader content.
That's
I
one of
loved
my
it so
top
much.
5 lightsaber fights in all of Star Wars, and no lightsabers even like cross at any
Right.
point in the fight. But it's a great lightsaber fight.
It was just so fantastic seeing Vader. He's just like, you're not even worth my time. I'm not even
No.
pulling my own lightsaber out. I'm just
gonna
going to use
fight
the
you with
force.
yours.
He's just like,
Yeah.
force, and then he's like, here, give me your lightsaber. Breaks it in half, and then he's just like, let's go. Like, try it now, and it still doesn't work. So it's just, I love finally seeing this crazy, powerful live action Vader. We got the little tease in Rogue One, but ever since then, I've been like, I need more. I need this ridiculously powerful Darth Vader, even though he's ridiculously powerful in the original trilogy. But, technology back then, we couldn't see him doing all of this crazy stuff and having it look so beautiful. But
Yeah.
Reva obviously stands no chance against Darth Vader, and she is stabbed once again, left in the gutter, just like she was found, and it's revealed, Grand Inquisitor is still alive, which we all knew. Not a surprise.
No.
He was most likely in on it from the beginning, because obviously Vader's also like, you didn't think I knew? Like, come on. I knew who you were. I let you do all of this. Which Vader loves playing those games. He always has. Every time we've seen, there's examples in the original trilogy. There's examples in comic books, in animated shows. He loves to play the cat and mouse game. Let him go so we can bring him back in. Or let Reva do her business thinking that she's going to, I'm going to kill Darth Vader. This is going to work out perfectly. But he already knew. It's just Vader. That's what he does. He loves it.
Yeah,
He lives for the cat and mouse.
Joseph Collins, how did Reva's lightsaber get put back together after later tour depart?
I
Like,
think
how
it
did
just
it?
comes apart.
I think
he
it's
just pulled it apart.
detachable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He just
I don't
pulled
think
it
he
apart. Didn't,
destroyed it.
Yeah. No,
Because
I
you
think- I
can
think it just
see
comes
in the
apart.
Black Series figure too, there's like 2 separate.
Yeah.
It
Well,
can come apart.
And I think in the first episode, she only ignites and is only using the one half, where it has like the half guard. Like,
Yeah, it's not the full circle.
Yeah, it's just like has the half circle, but
In Marvel Legends, man, we're not making excuses, but it's kind of it's like refuting the criticisms that I've heard. Not necessarily making excuses, just how I perceived what I was saying, and then when I hear criticisms against it, I'm like, well, no, because this is.
I would like to
how
know
I
Marvel
interpret it.
Legends man's classifications for how he can judge poor writing. Like, what do you got under your belt, buddy?
I think that most of the criticisms are just get explained away. Like, people will criticize something about Kenobi, and then literally the next episode is like, oh, this happened because blah blah blah, and then it's just like, okay, I don't really think the writing's all that weak. I think
It's not. It's
I think
not. No.
I think Book of Boba Fett has, besides the Mandalorian episodes, is a much weaker story than what we're getting in Kenobi. But I think this was obviously another fantastic episode. It was super hype. It was about as Star Wars can get in one episode.
Yeah.
And I think this last episode's probably going to be on that same level. And I hope the rumors are true that it is actually like 90 minutes, like I've been seeing.
Yeah, I've heard it's an hour and a half or whatever.
Yeah, I heard that that's not true, and it's like a Q&A thing or something. I'm not 100% sure.
I hope
about
it's
that.
long. I hope we get an epic.
It's basically
long
a whole
ending.
movie, like a Star Wars
Yeah.
movie to end
Dude.
it. Yeah.
That'd be great. That would be great. I mean,
'Cause-
Ewan got me hyped when he was like, "And I hope you're ready for episode 7, 8, 9."
9. Yeah.
And I'm just like, "Oh, that's not actually happening. Damn it!" Like, I want that. Would you guys be down for a season 2, or do you think this should be it?
I'm fine. I think I'm a bigger fan of the one and done kind of stuff that they've been doing.
If they have a story to tell, I will watch it. I don't want a sequel or a season 2 for the sake of just getting a season 2.
Mhm.
But if they're like, this is a story that we can tell, then I'm okay with it.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Gerald, I agree. I mean, I don't have any good writing work under my belt either, but that doesn't mean I can't judge what is good and bad in like a movie.
I think there are certain things that you can't objectively say this is bad writing.
Well, of course, you can't say it objectively, but you can say it subjectively.
Yeah, but if you're making a subjective statement like, "Oh, this is bad writing," not "I think this is bad writing," especially when it's so hotly contested and the majority of people are saying it's good writing. You can say it's writing you don't prefer. You can say it's writing that you don't really enjoy, but just to say it's bad writing is making an objective statement about the writing.
All right, very technical, but yes,
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
Right.
Because like I can walk out of Transformers and be like, "That was dog shit."
Yeah,
And I can objectively say that from my own, like, when I walk out of the theater, I'm like, that movie was dog shit.
Yeah.
But there are people who will be satisfied with Transformer gooby glob explosion on the screen,
God,
you know.
Yeah, I hated all the Transformers movies except for Bumblebee.
Yeah. It's okay to not like something and have
Yes,
your opinion
absolutely,
about
it's okay to not
liking
like something. Yeah.
I definitely think in the show in general, there are some moments where I'm like, specifically the moment that sticks out to me is the first Leia chase scene, where it is just like unbelievably cartoony, but you know, it doesn't.
Yeah,
ruin
I mean,
my
there's
enjoyment of anything, and
that's
it's
just
like-
Star Wars in general.
I'm not saying there's no bad writing. I'm just saying, I'm not saying there's no bad writing or no bad acting. I'm not saying it's perfect by any means. I would just shy away from calling the whole thing bad writing when there's objectively good writing in it. Like there's some really good scenes, there's some really good moments, there's some really good acting in it. And overall, as a whole, I think it's actually really good. But it's not perfect. I definitely won't say it's perfect. No,
definitely. And
I will
Ricardo?
say with Reva though, especially in episode 4, that Reva Leia interactions.
Yes.
She came off, for good or bad, she came off very Hayden Christensen from Attack of the Clones to me in her delivery,
I think that's her whole character gimmick is that she's unhinged and angry like Anakin.
Like just like Anakin. She's like a little proto Anakin.
Yeah, I thought that was like
I think
completely
it's a purposeful
intentional.
choice. I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because even the Inquisitors are like, dude, cool it.
She's nuts.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Which is why it's like, I feel like that's intentional when even like in-universe characters are getting annoyed with that character. Like this was obviously intentional. Like the Grand Inquisitors aren't watching the show and being like, why is she so annoying? Like it's an actual like in-universe thing that they are annoyed with her. Where I'm at, I like it more than Book of Boba Fett, but I still think like, and I mean we're not done yet. We're not done yet. I would say like, I think it's great, but I'm not blown away by it. But here's the thing, not every Star Wars project is going to blow you out of the water, which is something, I said this last week too, like it seems like with any fandom, and especially Star Wars, it's either dog shit or it's like the best thing that has ever been graced
There's no middle
on the
ground
screen.
for a lot of people. Yeah.
It's either they hate it or they love it. And I'm like, I'm just fine with watching it and being like, yeah, that was good. I mean, I'm probably not going to rewatch it all the time or anything like that. Which is kind of like my thoughts on Book of Boba Fett. Like, I thought it was okay. You know, it was good. It was all right. But I'm not going to rewatch it a whole bunch like I will, like, The Mandalorian. For me, that's, like, my favorite stuff to come out of, like, recent years Star Wars. And it's just, you're not going to be absolutely floored by everything.
Yeah.
I will rewatch Book of Boba Fett if I'm doing like a full rewatch, like with my wife. And like, let's go through it. But I'll never sit down and go, I just want to watch the Book of Boba Fett. You know,
I really want to watch episode 3 of the Book of Boba Fett.
Yeah, I want to see Boba Fett strangle a 4-armed desert monster with his chain in a jumper.
That looked like a new Mortal Kombat character that was going to be released soon.
Yeah,
it's Goro's second cousin twice removed.
Gordo.
But yeah, it's
because like I do agree with some of the criticisms. Like,
Sure.
I think there are some moments that are a little slapsticky for me. I don't know what the right word is. Book of Boba Fett had a lot of, like, this
The
weird...
tone.
Yeah, I mean, tone. My main thing with Book of Boba Fett, especially during that finale, was I felt like I was watching, like, a cartoon of, like, Tom and Jerry. Like, I thought, like, Jerry was running after... Or Tom is the cat, and Jerry is
Tom's
the
the
mouse.
cat.
Yeah. And just the cartoon of, like, them running, and then it's, like, they go off a cliff, like, Roadrunner or whatever, and then he looks down. Like, that was, like, Book of Boba Fett for me. Like, it was, like, some sort of Saturday morning cartoon, nonsensical, like, slapsticky stuff. And there's a little bit of that in this one, but not nearly as much.
To be fair, there's a lot of that stuff in Star Wars too. Like not
Yeah.
everything in all the Star Wars movies we've seen in theaters are serious or take themselves seriously. We have teddy bears beating the crap out of stormtroopers in a forest.
Well, they are natives to that planet, and they will always have the home field advantage.
Yeah. You know, they say, like I feel like a lot of people that have criticisms like that are ignoring the fact that that's not unique to this. Like it's not the first time it's ever been silly like this. Like I don't like Pelimoto because I feel like every time she's on screen, her tone doesn't match anything else in the show. It's like Mando, cool stuff. Pelimoto, oh my god, right? You know, but like that just is what it is. And same thing with Kumail Nanjiani's character. Kind of gave me the same vibes where. Like his tone didn't match the rest of it, but like,
see, that's the thing. I hate comedy, Mike. I hate comedy and I hate laughing.
Yeah,
that it's exactly why I can never take an MCU movie seriously. Like I can never take a Marvel movie seriously because they have these like the weirdest. Like it doesn't match the tone. Like. They literally have a "What are those?" joke in Black Panther, and like the whole Tony Stank joke in Civil War. I'm like, this is the tone. It's like they're fighting, and they're like,
that was Tony Stank was at the end of the movie.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, and that's one of my main complaints with The Last Jedi is they're going for this super serious tone, and it's like I love the tone, and then they just undercut every serious moment with a joke that is like dad humor, and like I hate dad humor.
And they did that because of the success of the Marvel movies.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it was.
Yeah.
The Last Jedi had like the what I would call Marvel cringe humor.
Marvel
and it's like, and then I like watch something like Dune, and Dune is just so good, and it has none of that like cringe fest comedy. There's subtle humor in it, but I mean,
I don't like anything that takes itself too seriously though. Like Star Wars isn't meant to be taken too seriously. Right. It's a movie.
No, I know. It's just a
science fiction. It's a science fantasy movie about space wizards and princesses. Like,
oh, I know. But Mando,
it is made for children. Like it was made for children. You know.
But I feel like The Mandalorian has a consistent tone, and I feel like that's just a preference.
And Pelimoto was a complete diversion from that tone.
I mean, it's just a preference of tone. I mean, that's why I feel like that's why I like Empire Strikes Back so much. Empire Strikes Back to me has a consistent tone. Like Revenge of the Sith has a much darker tone. That's just my preference of tone.
Sure.
And I like when it's consistent. And now we got more bots.
I got it. But yeah, Mike, I hear what you're saying, especially with Pele and the other guy that's in Obi-Wan. There's just too much of the actor in their character where it should be the character and the actor is playing that character, but it kind of feels like it's a character and the actor is playing that.
He doesn't feel any different from Kingo, and he doesn't feel any different from his character in Silicon Valley. He just happens to be in the Star Wars universe.
Right. And especially, you know, it just gets it's to that point where you're like, okay, like this is kind of breaking breaking my immersion a little bit because of how they're acting. But
that's a fair criticism.
But I think that ultimately it still doesn't really bug me that much because they are minor characters. They're a flash in the pan.
It's small snippets in the episode.
It doesn't overshadow the main story going on.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I can put up with it and I can deal with it because I know that the show is not about Pele. It's about Mando, or
Yeah.
it's about Boba Fett. You know, so
Yeah.
we can move on.
And Kyle, I absolutely agree. Like that, those are the two best episodes of Book of Boba Fett, and Boba Fett isn't in those two episodes, 4 or 5 and 6 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I mean, two best episodes, and it's like it was completely random, and just mainly focused on Mando, and I loved it.
It was really good anime filler.
Yeah.
Yep. It was literally Goku powering up for 4 episodes to use the spirit bomb.
Yeah.
That's a great analogy. And I hear what you're saying, Marvel Legends, man, but I don't know Moses Ingram's work like that. So to me, like I said earlier, she just comes off as a rage-filled, vengeful character like we saw Anakin in episode 2 and episode 3.
And it's like people hated on Anakin back in the day. Like everyone seems to forget, like the prequels were massively hated.
Yeah, there's this weird like whitewashing of Star Wars history where no one wants to acknowledge anymore how hated the prequels were. Like hated the prequels were.
I used to get bullied because I would make like little stories about clone troopers, and people used to bully me. Like, you used to get bullied for liking the prequels.
Yeah, and I mean, I think Justin and I definitely had our phase of, you know, being like, man, the prequels suck, dude.
Me too.
They're
It was
so
absolutely.
cool. And
Absolutely.
the internet wasn't even really around in the same way it is now.
Yeah.
Imagine how much worse it would have been if we had YouTubers making, you know, like George Lucas should get fired, blah blah blah, every day.
Right. There's literally an entire documentary called "The People versus George Lucas."
Versus George Lucas, exactly.
That's literally all about how people blamed George Lucas for ruining their childhood, for the prequels.
Yes.
It's the same stuff we see today with the sequel trilogy and Disney owning.
It's just
Star Wars,
concentrated. Yeah,
but
it's like poetry.
It rhymes.
It rhymes.
It's so true, though. It's so true. It's like all of this stuff happened with the prequels, and it happened again with the Disney stuff. But now that it happened with the Disney stuff, people are pretending like it never happened before.
Right?
And in a way, you know, they can kind of get away with it because there's not a lot of documentation, because social media wasn't what it is today, and so on and so forth. So it's like,
I've seen people denying that Jake Lloyd was bullied in school. Like, how could they have bullied? How would they even know? You know, like, what? I'm sorry you weren't old enough to know how the world worked in 1999 or whatever, but it happened.
I was just recently, I watched a horrifying interview with him where he's like older, like maybe in his 20s, and this guy's just ragging on him about the prequels, and Jake Lloyd is just standing there and he's like, yeah, man, like, great. And you know, you could just tell he's so uncomfortable, and I'm just like, I can't believe that someone would actually think that this is okay, to like go up to the person and be like, man, your acting was really terrible in Phantom Menace. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, my acting was awful. I don't know what I was doing.
I was 9. I don't know.
Yeah.
George
Lucas told me to say yippee.
Yes, exactly. And I agree with Titter. Prequels now have that nostalgia factor in its corner, 100%. Because, like,
for sure,
the prequels, I mean, I might catch some flag again. The prequels aren't good movies.
They're not?
But it's just we're such big Star Wars fans, and we're fans of that era. And, you know, the Clone Wars thing does have some merit. Like, the Clone Wars kind of enhances the experience of the prequels.
The Clone Wars saved the prequels.
Exactly. Sure. Because the prequels themselves, they are not, like, good movies. Like, if I was thinking as, like, because I am, like, I'm into film. I you know, we do our letterbox stuff. Like, we actually break it down, like, review-wise.
Let's talk about a 3-act structure.
I mean, Attack of the... Sorry, I didn't mean to click that. I'm actually clicking it and bringing it up. But,
that's actually good.
Like, Attack of the Clones, like, Anakin was a creepy pedophile. Like,
100%.
Rewatching that as an adult, just the other year, I was like, man, I don't remember, like, when he was like, what does he say? Mm-hmm. When Padme's like, why are you looking at me like that? And he's just, like, staring at her, and she's like, you're making me uncomfortable. I'm like, Or it was like something like that. I'm like, what am I watching? I'm haunted by the kiss you never gave me.
Oh my
Or like
Christ.
something.
There
I
are
can't
so many
remember
red
exactly what it
flags.
was.
There are so many red flags, but the number one red flag is, yeah, I murdered a bunch of women and children.
How does that make you feel? And she's just
Not
like,
just-
okay,
You
that's
horny,
cool.
Padme?
That sounds illegal, but that's cool.
Yeah. Let me comfort you.
Like, hey, I know I'm a senator, and you just admitted you committed a small amount of genocide, but I don't know. You're
Yeah.
pretty hot.
But can I go back and watch the prequels and have a fantastic time? Yes.
Yeah,
but I think
sure.
that's because my love for Star Wars just overshadows
Yeah.
whatever criticism I have for it, because there are some amazing parts of the prequels,
Yeah, absolutely.
including Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, and especially Revenge of the Sith being my fave. So it's like, you enjoy what you enjoy, and that doesn't mean I blindly consume everything that Disney put, because that's what they say is you just shut your brain off and blindly consume everything they peddle out. But then I'll like criticize Book of Boba Fett or something, and it's like, no, that doesn't count.
Yeah.
That doesn't count.
Well, everyone hated Book of Boba Fett, so.
Yeah, every single person on the face of the planet.
I didn't hate it, but it's definitely not my favorite Star Wars by
Right,
far.
right.
Yeah.
It's really hard to just be like, like we always say on the channel, Justin, you like what you like. And if you like
gave us
that's
some
great.
fun. Come on, how can you not be like a bantha? Like, come
Yeah.
on, that's fun. That's fun. Like,
I don't know.
That's
I'll be the grumpy old man at
I'm not
like,
saying
a
it's
bantha.
good. I'm just saying it's fun.
I think if it wasn't Temuera Morrison,
Yes, I agree.
I would have a bigger problem with it. But I am just
100%.
so enamored. Anytime I hear him speak, anytime I see him in a movie, I'm just instantly drawn in.
Even
And I-
Aquaman?
Yeah, he was the best part of Aquaman. When he left Aquaman, I was like, fuck this movie.
Does that
My
make Aquaman part clone trooper?
Yes, dude.
Legally?
Jason Momoa. Let's get him to. He should have played Boba Fett. It would have been like, yeah.
And that's literally coming from someone who pretty heavily dislikes the ST. And I still hold all of these opinions because it's just like, I am able to not like something and then like something else. It's not just all under the umbrella of Disney, so that means it's all bad.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, Temuera Morrison though, he just does something for me. I love listening to his voice, all the goofy things he always says, his facial expressions save a lot of Book of Boba Fett for me. Just because he's there. I'm like, I just like Tem. Just walking around being a lovable goofball. But yeah, I mean, Obi-Wan is definitely very solid.
Can I talk about my favorite part about the episode for Obi-Wan?
Yeah,
I've been
go ahead.
saving this. So at the very end, after the whole back and forth, and you get the final flashback scene, and Obi-Wan tells Anakin that until he can learn the lesson on patience, he'll always be a Padawan. And it focuses right in on Vader at that. And I think that's when Vader realizes he's still the Padawan. He's still the learner. And that is what sold me on the episode, is Vader realizing he still has learning and growing to do.
Yeah. And I love that shot of him in the reflection of
Yes.
and like the planet in the distance, and then it's like the reflection of Vader in the glass. That was probably my favorite shot of the episode. But yeah, it looks like next week, Luke is in danger. Everyone's finally gonna get. They should have started with Luke. Everyone's gonna get what they're asking for.
I loved the switch to Leia. I was not expecting it.
Yeah.
It was a pleasant surprise, and I think that she was perfect.
Yeah.
And I love that it created that relationship between Leia and Ben that we
Yep.
never got before. It makes sense now, because that was one of my problems with the sequel trilogy. Like, why would Leia name her kid Ben? Like, they never talked, like, not once.
Yeah.
And this fixes that, and I'm 100% okay with a retroactive fix like this,
Because she
that's-
knows to contact him
Well, yeah,
when
but
the
she didn't put
Tantive
it
4
together.
gets captured, so it
She
makes
didn't even
sense.
put it together though until Luke
Yeah.
said, "I'm here with Ben Kenobi," and
Yep.
she instantly switches and goes, "Ben Kenobi, where?"
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's
So-
the thing is that's what not a lot of people have picked up is every time little Leia is around, he's being called Ben Kenobi.
Ben,
He's not being
yes.
called Obi-Wan.
Right.
So at first when Luke's like, yeah, this Obi-Wan, she's looking for this Obi-Wan guy. I think she thinks they're two different people. And then doesn't have that realization until that moment.
I agree. I think it's fantastic. I love what they're doing. Like I said, it's a good story to be told. This is a period in Star Wars where like the Empire is at its peak. Like we saw the end of the Empire and the beginning of the Empire. And there's 20 years of the Empire existing that we have barely scratched the surface of. And I love that we're finally getting more stories of seeing the Empire, peak Empire.
True. That is what I love so much about like Rebels and Rogue One.
Yep.
Because they just.
But even Rogue One, like that's still kind of at the end of like it kind of shoehorns into A New Hope and kind of goes in, or we're like right in the middle. Like we're right at that that peak, that middle point.
Yeah. But they do also mention still having to like answer to the Senate in some ways too.
Yeah.
So
Well, it's because the Senate doesn't get dissolved until A New Hope.
Yeah, right. Because at the beginning, that Imperial officer is like, the Senate will never approve of it, or like whatever he says.
Mm-hmm. And then Tarkin says the Senate has basically just been disbanded.
Because that's why they have to keep the Death Star a secret.
Yes.
All the way back to Poggle the Lesser.
Yeah. I think it's, for me, I think it's good so far. Yeah, there's definitely some silly moments, as there almost always is with Star Wars. There are some moments that I'm not a fan of, but ultimately, from what we've seen so far, I'm enjoying it. It's not like absolutely blowing me out of the water like something like The Mandalorian did, especially that first season when it was like the return of Star Wars. It's not on that same level for me, but that's perfectly okay. That doesn't mean it's bad. That just means it's good, and I'm just here for it. And that's fine to just be kind of in the middle.
Yeah. There's plenty of space in between the best thing and the worst thing. There's plenty of space in there. It's like video game reviews. It's like, oh, hey, this video game is a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10. And then as soon as like a video, like someone gives like a 7 out of 10, they're like, this is awful. 7 out of 10. You're like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what?
The classic like IGN Pokemon review where it was like 7 out of 10, too much water. That was
like,
that was a bullet point criticism.
Why is everything below 8 suddenly awful?
Right.
When we go from 1 to 10, 5 should be somewhere in the middle, Yeah.
And even that, like I would say Kenobi's probably like a strong 7, 8-ish right now.
I would give it like overall, I would give like an 8.5 out of 10 personally. I don't like to go out of 10. That's why I don't like to go out of 10. I like to just divide everything by half and go out of 5. Because I feel like there's just so many numbers people never use because of that stigma. So I would give it like a 4 out of 5. It's not bad. It's a solid watch. It's enjoyable. There's some really good moments in it.
Definitely.
Benny 7.5.
Yep, and we still
Benny was the name of Leia's bird, Carrie Fisher's bird, by the way. You see that thing going around where Carrie Fisher had a bird named Lola? She didn't. She had a bird named Benny. It's a fun fact.
Jeez, the bot assault.
Stop jerking. Cheaper than Tinder.
It's cheaper than Tinder. See, Marvel Legends, man, on the other perspective, you give it a 3, and that's okay. That's okay. You can dislike the show. But yeah, I don't
even think a 3 is that bad. It's average.
Yeah, is that a 3 out of 5 or 3 out of 10? 3 out of 10.
It depends. But yeah, I mean, I think this last episode's probably going to deliver big time, and I'm excited to see it. And honestly, I think that I'd be down for a season 2 if I'm going to be straight up honest, because I feel like there's still some meat on the bone. I definitely feel like we could maybe not do Vader versus Obi again, but maybe actually do Obi on Tatooine. There's some threat that comes to Tatooine, you know, blah blah blah, something like that, something like kind of, you know, what we see in the Jason Aaron comic book.
Yeah. Old Black Chrysanthemum comes.
You know what I
Yeah.
don't want to see? You know what I don't want to see?
What's that?
How does Obi-Wan get his longer, cool Jedi robes that we see in A New Hope? I don't care. I just don't care. I don't need to see it.
He finds them in a box, or
Right?
Tika the Jawa. So,
They were actually the robes he pulled out next to that box of the basket of lightsabers
Yeah.
on Jabim or whatever.
Which that was interesting too. All those lightsabers, like
Yeah, there's a bunch of lightsabers.
Who'd these belong to? Yeah, I honestly thought we were gonna get a new costume for Obi at that point because
Yeah, like pull something out. Yeah.
he like picks up the darker robes, and I was like, are we about to get like a black tunic Obi-Wan so he could really be like Luke? But I'm glad they didn't. I'm glad they didn't do that, because then that just would have been another Black Series figure that I would have needed for the shelf. So that's how I feel. All right.
Yeah. I want more, but I know I shouldn't.
More. DSM Panda coming with a 1.2 out of 10. I like the 0.2.
Yeah, we like decimal points.
Now, I definitely would love to see Quinlan, but I don't think it's going to happen at this point. I don't think they would save a bombshell like that for the last episode. If anything, last episode we get Qui-Gon finally.
I think a ghost Qui-Gon is the perfect thing to hold up their sleeves. Something that he needs, like right at the end there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a little disappointed if he's not in. It's not gonna ruin it for me, but like the way they've been talking about it, I'm like, come on,
Right?
You gotta.
What, like from the prequel
first
recap,
episode.
where it ends with Yoda, you know, repeating the line of Revenge of the Sith where he talks about communicating with Qui-Gon. Then we see him reach out twice and nothing happens. So I really feel like for this third episode, we're going to see that happen.
Third time's the charm.
Especially because Liam Neeson, within the past recent years, has always been like, I'm not doing Star Wars, blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing that ever again, blah, blah, blah.
It's going to be CG, though.
Typical, you know, I think it'll be him just as a Force ghost. I think it'll be...
it's just like how Andrew Garfield's not playing Spider-Man.
Yeah. But I think it'll be cool. It'll be cool.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Matt? Joining us right at the end of the stream. How's it going, buddy? It's one of my coworkers.
Yep.
But yeah, I think any final thoughts on this last episode of Obi-Wan here? Anyone?
No.
It's a sick hog that just drove by.
Yeah.
It's like a motorcycle convention next to your house, or what?
Justin lives on this really busy street that has like a long stretch of road, so people just floor it all the way down the road.
Have you ever thought about going out in a bikini and just like dropping the flag? Like,
Yes.
You know,
Go out there with my saber.
Last 4th of July, we were directing traffic with our lightsabers.
That is true. That is true. Much alcohol might have been consumed.
for some
Many.
for some lightsaber traffic organization, but
Yeah.
so that's pretty much all we've got for you on this episode or this stream here.
I'm glad nobody went on a woke tangent, because then I would have to ask you why you think it's woke, and then you would be afraid to answer, and you wouldn't answer.
Say why? Yeah.
Yep.
I did get called a Disney shill, and I'm okay with that. I'm gonna go cash my Disney check. So.
Yeah. See, that's the thing these people don't understand. If we were really shills, we'd be getting paid. But I don't see any of us with a check from Hasbro or Disney.
Oh. And
which
you know
I would
what? If you sent
gladly
me one,
take.
wouldn't even consider not taking. And you know what? Neither would they. Would they. Like in this economy,
and especially like, okay, you get paid. You get a free box of action figures. You're gonna say no to that? You're gonna say no to a free box of figs? I don't think so.
Yeah, let's get it.
I don't. Yep.
But yeah, so I think that's gonna be it for us today on this stream. Thank you so much, Mike, for joining us once again. It's always a pleasure to have you on. We certainly appreciate
we love you, Mike.
Spending a little time with us.
Yeah.
And we will be on Black Series Cantina as well, coming up here very soon. So if you haven't checked out Mike's podcast, I would recommend it. I think it's a great Black Series podcast, and I think it's awesome that there's actually a Black Series specific action figure podcast out there.
Yeah, we don't talk about the vintage collection at all. We don't even mention it.
No, but that's okay. But still, I feel like in the realm of action figures, there's not a whole lot of podcasts to begin with.
True.
And usually if there is an action figure podcast, it's more so about Marvel Legends or it's everything. So
yeah,
I like, as mainly a Black Series collector, having that specific podcast that I can listen to every 2 weeks listen to my buddies, Mike and Zach, talk my ear off while I got my AirPod in while I'm at work doing my thing, listening to the 3 hour and 21-minute podcast.
Same. I listen at work.
Time to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you should definitely check out Mike's podcast. Check out his channel as well.
Link in the description.
Links for everything are in the description. But yeah, any videos you've got upcoming, Mike, that you would like to let the people know what you're working on, maybe?
No, I'm kind of taking a break from YouTube right now. Honest, I really am. Like, I'm writing that script, but like, I just got a lot of other stuff going on with work and life, and I just haven't had a lot of energy to record anything. I'm not done. I'm just taking a little break. So.
All right. Well, you still got the podcast though. So.
Oh yeah, we're still
true,
doing that.
yeah.
That's
Black
I'm
Series
still posting things. I'm like posting pictures and whatnot to my Instagram, and I make a lot of tweets. So at Trusty Sidekick on Instagram, at Mike Kaess on the Twitter. I got a bunch of cool photos of my Hot Toys Darth Maul from Clone Wars.
I love the cross-eyed picture you posted at first, and there were genuinely so many replies of people being like, "Are you serious?
How could they come like that? That's not awful." He's got articulated eyes, guys. Come on, it's just kind of fun. Yeah,
that's that next that's that next level hot toy for you. Articulated eyeballs.
I'm waiting for Ahsoka's coming in anytime now, and she's gonna have the same thing. So
yeah, that's gonna be great.
Can't wait to have an absolutely serious pose between them, but with their eyes just kind of
it's all crossed. They're both cross-eyed.
Yeah,
it's the Siege of Mandalore, but if everyone was cross-eyed.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, hey, what's up, Mr. B? Joining right at the end of the stream. Love it.
Yo.
But yeah, Prophet, this will be on replay, so you'll be able to watch it as soon as we're done here in just a few moments. As far as Out of the Basement's concerned, we've got Emperor Palpatine Archive review dropping tomorrow. I managed to sneak a little quick review in for that figure.
Nice.
Not a whole lot to say in terms of it being different from the archive version or from the 2019 Throne Room version. However, there is darker skin tones, so the skin tones between the two are actually pretty different. So that was interesting to me, but. Yeah, and on the back of the archive box, it actually shows the Amazon exclusive figure, and it's like
interesting.
It's like you probably shouldn't have done that because it doesn't come with all the extra accessories. Yeah. You probably should have used the picture of the Blue Line figure. But for whatever reason, they said, this figure's from 2019, and it's the Throne Room Emperor.
Probably because it technically is that figure, and it's like it's technically not the Blue Line figure, but it's like look what you could have got.
The only difference in those two figures, like the head sculpt's even the same. The only difference is the plastic skirt versus the soft cut skirt. Like that's it.
Yeah. So
really, I thought it was a different figure altogether.
It's not. No. It's not at all.
No, because Throne Room Emperor and this new Archive Emperor still have double elbows and double knees. So he's actually got really crazy good articulation.
Nice.
Yeah, there's no sculpt to get in the way.
Yeah. So literally the double elbow is like this.
I like that.
But yeah, so I'll have a review for that. I'll have a review for Archive Obi-Wan as well, coming in this same week. Justin, did you have any videos in the pipeline at all?
Well, we do have, which I'm working on it currently, is our 10K celebration video, because we're doing a very fun celebration video, but
That's going to happen any day. What are we at? What are we at?
Yeah, what are we at? Let's see here. Gotta bring up the live.
Check before.
But obviously we can't upload that until we hit 10K. So we're at 9,916. So
the needle moved a little bit.
Yeah,
moved a little bit
for sure. But figure it out as always. I don't know. After that Black Series update, I'm like, I don't know what video to make next.
Got to think of some small topics.
Yeah.
You can make a Bad Batch video where you're over 3,000 words and have barely talked about the Bad Batch.
Yes, I should do that.
One figure down.
Yeah, I think if there's not
More to
news,
discuss.
yeah, I think if there's not a lot of Black Series news, we might continue because should the archive line end video, we got a pretty good response to that. So now it's like I want to milk that and do should the credit collection end, should the carbonized collection end, should the gaming greats end,
And we'll get flooded once again with people that just look at the thumbnail, click the video, comment, and then leave.
Exactly. Just respond to the title of the video. That's
Yeah,
what you need to do.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
David Klink says collection overview of other stuff.
True.
PVC or Lego collection.
Woo.
Whoa! Look at all those Black Series figures.
Oh, you want my TVC? There it is.
Look at that! Look at that wall of TVC.
There's my Lego.
Wow, sick tour, Justin.
Yeah.
Sick tour.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll figure it
yeah,
out.
thanks for watching, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Hey, look, there's Zach right at the end. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Zach.
Enjoy your anniversary, good sir. But
Yeah, man.
That's going to be all from us today. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you are new. Check out Mike's channel. Check out the podcast and everything like that.
Totally recommended.
We do also have other social medias, Instagram, Twitter, always at Out of the Basement. So just find us, follow us on those other websites as well.
Uda.
Zach says, why did I get here right when we're showing TVC? Hey, Zach, right before you go. Oh, no. What are these little figures?
No.
They're so. What are these figures for ants?
What are these? My big man hands can't handle them. But in
Land
all
speeder.
Yes. But yeah, thanks everyone for joining us today. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Make sure you drink plenty of water. Eat some delicious national chain branded Mexican food known as Chipotle. And yeah, we'll
You're
see
gonna catch
you-
some heat calling that. Oh, you call. Okay, never mind. Never mind.
see?
You covered your tracks.
I always cover my ass.
That's not real.
But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. We'll see you same time, same place next week. And yeah, take care, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
See you.